make sure that I get the notification because I usually am already on there following. So we'll see how long it takes. Mm-hmm. You also have a delay for sure, though.
Mm-hmm. 1000%.
Really?
Are you judging already?
No, I'm excited.
What one?
I actually remember the Thelema one. I remember opening that once and really liking it. I forgot about it.
Classic. I would choose this one right now.
There it is. We have a TikTok live notification. There it is. I leave the sound off, but I still go in there in case we need to block people or like people address me correctly.
Look at my team of advisors. Rich is like, I have my glasses on and ready.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yo, listen. This is like, I wonder if you did a meditation today, shit would be crazy. You know that. So like, actually definitely think about whether you want to do that or not. Whether you're trying to invoke some craziness
Especially if you're gonna attune me today.
Right.
After going intense into that kind of stuff. You might have to wait till tomorrow.
Good morning. Hi, Sarah. What up, bitch? I love her. She brings light to my fucking life. And she's in every one of the lives. She's ready to participate.
Yeah, I'm early this time, so.
Missed you. I'm so excited. I'm so glad you're here. Me creeping all your selfies and stuff on Instagram. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. And Christy too. How you doing, Christy? How's things? Every time I go live now, I think about Christy because she was like, I make sure that I'm available for your lives. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Joanna liked the laugh. Is that real? Is that bad, Joanna?
Probably not.
Okay. Raven to Rabbit.
We love that.
We do love that.
Raven to Rabbit? Is that the transition?
I mean, I like rabbits. Rabbits are cute.
I would much rather watch your live versus where.
You and I both,
love you
girl.
for that.
You
Yeah.
and I both.
I love you for that.
So I'm gonna sit here and tap
There's a
this
crater on my face today. Irritating as fuck. And all the cats leave too. They were like, bye. There's like one fruit fly that's just like plaguing me lately. There's just one.
I'll get it.
I don't know. He's chilling somewhere around me. Huh.
Yes, I am here early.
Jace is here. Jace is here during the live today. Actually. And Marisha's hiding.
Not hide.
She's like, I am, but I just don't want to call it that.
Oh yeah, lots of energy today for all of the collectives.
Lots and lots and lots, yeah. Well, we have new moon coming up on the 16th, so I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling it. So tell me how y'all are feeling because I'm already ready. Good morning. Always.
Sparrow.
Oh my god! Sparrow!
Hey!
Hi! She never gets to see the other side of me. To go live together.
Oh, you can do that when you follow people.
Oh, fun.
Me and Sparrow talked about this. Hey, I can hear it in your voice. You saying, hey, friends.
I love that. So listen, you actually do have to come visit though.
Yeah, no, definitely that. Also, me and Sparrow definitely we have to go live together. When I make...
You should.
Well, when I make that deck, I'm gonna send you a copy of it, and then we should go live and do it together with the spicy deck that I'm gonna make, because she's already doing that, so I figure it makes sense. For,
We love
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, her spicy readings are the best. People, you need to follow Sparrow.
Yeah.
Go get yourself a spicy reading because
Truly. Truly. I wonder if she started that knowing it was going to take that turn, or she was just like, that's fun and cool, I guess I'm doing that now.
She had to have not known her collective was gonna be like that. It's like you and your fiery.
You're welcome. I know. Oh, Christy, I feel you too. I understand. All right. So, do we want to do like a real quick medi and then readings, or do you guys just want to be like readings? What do you want to do? Y'all let me know, because I want you guys to get what you want / need. We have 1 vote for readings. The energy just feels rather high, so that's why I'm like, I don't really feel like I need a medi.
Readings.
Yeah, readings is the vibe. Readings is good today.
Readings. Yeah. All votes for readings. Which one?
Not a deck. Interesting. Do we have new people in here? Where are the new people in here? Because I know my regular people this doesn't apply to, but where are my new people? I know there's some of them are new. Okay.
Oh.
Well, first of all, thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all, guys. Thank you. But, so I see the Empress, but, like, super pregnant Empress. Like, super pregnant. I don't know who that applies to, because I know my normal people this does not apply to, I don't believe. If it's not you, it's someone that someone could be, like, close to, like a relative, or, like, for someone, I feel like it's someone's, like, sister or something. Sister or sister-in-law.
It's good you're asking questions like that, because the comments rolling.
Someone's super pregnant. Oh my god, I'm getting induced on Friday. Yes, that's where it is. Hey!
Commented first.
That's so funny. I was like, yo, all I could feel was like someone was like pregnant, and I was like, this girl, whoever this girl is about to pop. Oh my god, I love it. Look at that. You were meant to be here, babe. Thank you so much for being here. We love that for you. That's so exciting. That's fantastic. We love that. Oh my god, hell yeah. Hey. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. That was so funny. That is so funny. Oh, I love it.
The fact you knew it was somebody new.
Yes, absolutely. She's like, hopefully before, but I'm gonna tell you right now that I don't think it's gonna happen beforehand. I don't see that happening. Baby doesn't want to move, like, at all. Like, I'm trying to, like, see what is going on up in there, but baby doesn't want to move. Baby doesn't want to come out. Hold on, let me just piece through what I'm feeling, seeing. We're not going to spend too much time on this, because if you guys know me, you know I'll just go off, and I will never come back. If I, like, follow a tangent through, it'll be a rabbit hole. But, the soul of your baby, is it a girl? Oh, girl. Oh, you just said that. I love that. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, the soul of your baby feels very feminine, and I think that so this is my opinion, this is the way that I feel on this, everyone has their opinion, that's fine, you're entitled to that, but the way that I view being reincarnated here is that you choose everything before you come. So you choose your parents, you choose your life, you choose your hardships, you choose everything about your life, you choose before you get here, right? So it's really important to know, because I think that your baby, basically, like, their soul doesn't want to be here, so they're going to be really sensitive. They're going to be in need of possibly a lot of physical affection, a lot of reassurance, a lot of validation. Like, they're going to really need that as they're growing up, especially just again, as a child, just to really help them shape, like, hey, like, your soul's here, like, there's really nothing that, like, you know, you could do about that, giving birth to you, so, like, here you are, but that feeling of, like, they're going to need a little extra love, they're going to need a little bit extra from you in general, which I think, of course, like, you know, if you're good people, if you're a good parent or whatever, that's normal. But I just feel like I have to like emphasize that their soul really doesn't feel like they want to be here. And that's why I think baby doesn't really want to come out. Like, you have to be induced, because that child's like, no, like, I don't like it here. I'm not trying to do this. So I think it'll be, I want to say till about, probably about till the age of 5, that'll start to like tamper down like a little bit, and then they'll start to come into themselves like a little bit more. You'll see kind of the need for that dwindle away a little bit. But I do really feel like up until like probably age 5, they're going to need a little bit more reassurance, more hugs, more love, more it's okay, you're safe, I got you, like type of vibe, you know? Marisha.
The melancholic channel.
Baby would have a melancholic channel just like you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's in transit right now.
Oh.
And they do need a lot of extra love.
Oh, so that makes sense.
You go, me extra love? No.
Yeah.
Way.
Crazy.
Me feel like his soul just.
Yeah, literally. The person who is in hiding over here is my friend Marisha, who has a boatload of human design knowledge. Hello. She was saying that when your baby was born, that they were gonna have a channel that I have, something similar. We'll call it just in my chart, just to sum things up and not make it super complicated. Which is, so a lot of the things that I'm saying about your baby is stuff that definitely affects me too, and that affected me as a child too. So she was saying there's similarities there, so it makes sense that I would like pick up on that. Hello. Hi. So anyways, I really hope that goes well for you, by the way. I know that you're like, I hope it comes sooner, but I think baby's going to be pretty stubborn. Me and my husband are both super sensitive. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Sarah wants to know Marisha's in the chat. She can let you know. That would make sense that you would have that a child similar to you, so you would be able to kind of like, you know, understand them on that level, because that soul could not just be born to anybody. There's no way. It needs someone like you guys to understand her in that way that is so unique and very like pinpointed and like niched, where you can be like, I know how I needed to be loved and what maybe I could have used more of or less of, so you're the perfect, you know, role for that. Like I said, we choose these things before we come, so she was probably like, those people, I think they're gonna get it. Okay, that is so random, but very glad that that came through and that you can resonate with that and we can kind of clarify and just validate some stuff for you. I love when that stuff happens. Okay, dig into that. What's today? I feel like I have a backlog. Childhood healing, yes. Precisely. Inner child healing is importante, yes. There is a backlog, I can feel it.
You're just now taking a drink on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a backlog in general, a different backlog.
Channel.
Yep.
I can feel it in you.
Who's going to school? Sarah! Yes, bitch! That's awesome. I fucking love that. I'm definitely seeing a lot of like, I wouldn't say see. What I'm feeling is a lot of like, intake of information as a student. But it could go either way. It doesn't matter. But I'm just seeing a lot of like intaking of information, a lot of like, oh my god, like I can feel the texture of those pages of those like academic books, those like glossy like pages that are like thinner. It feels oh my god, hold on. Wow, stop. Don't do that. please. That's way too much all at once. Pause. There's definitely like a seriousness to it. So I don't know if the schooling thing is like, there's a seriousness to it that's not just like I'm going to school to just like go to school. There's this sense of like, I really need to cram this info in. Like, I need to know this information. I need to understand this concept. So there's like a pressure behind it. Yeah, like you're not going to just like learn some shit and like showing up. It's not just like, oh, I'm in school. It's like, no, I'm like going to school. It's something that's very important to someone, or there's like pressure behind it, or there's just like a lot of energy that's just serious behind it. The career, yeah. And real estate, oh my God, yeah. Yeah, it's that sense of like, I need to understand this concept. I need to understand how this works. I need to know the ins and outs. I need to understand how, oh my God, Jason's the only one that's going to get this reference, but it reminds me of like the CCC. It's like, I have to know the ins and outs of how this works, because I have to be prepared when these things happen. I can't go and run to get my book to know everything. Like, I have to know. And if you don't know everything, it's still having this like general idea of at least, you know, if I know the roundabout of this, I can intuitive my way through it. Does that make sense? Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. That's what it feels like. I have to, and I feel like the point of me bringing this up is just to validate, like, I see you in my third eye, at least. I see you, and also that your spirit team is showing up to say, like, don't stress, because you actually you're more well off than like you think that you are. You might be stressed about, again, like cramming that info in, but spirit's not worried about it. Absolutely not worried about it. There's a sense of like, when the time comes, you're just gonna know, like, the anxiety is there maybe, or the restlessness or whatever, to be like, I need to do this, I need to do that, blah, blah, blah. Spirit's like, hey, like, why don't you release some of that pressure off yourself, because it's not needed. Like, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna make sense. You got it. You're going to know how to do it when the time comes, and there's no way that you can prepare for every single outcome, every situation, everything. There's no fucking way, but to just have faith and have that confidence that when the time comes, that you're going to be able to just intuit your way through it. You'll know. It'll come back to you when you need it, but there's no way to prepare for everything. So just deep breaths. Everything's going to be fine. I've avoided like the blink. Okay, cool. Last one. I don't know why this is the case today. But last one is, I feel like someone is moving or wants to move or something like that, but there's like a physical moving location thing coming through for me where I just see like a lot of mountains, more like, I see like literally mountains in the distance, and like this like kind of like valley-esque like thing in the center where you see these kind of like rolling hills and lots of like scenery, flowers. It's like a boatload of colors there. But it's very open, and the air feels like crisp. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, this doesn't feel like where I'm at by any means. Like, that's really, I just asked Spirit out. Oh my God, yes. Oh, you're moving too. Nice. Y'all are all moving? It's the West Coast. Thank you. I was like, it's not around here. Not around here, partner. I was going to say, this feels like definitely, I was going to say like, Colorado at the closest and moving out west, but like up and west. That's how it makes me feel, at least. Like, it doesn't feel like anywhere like over here or below where I'm at, like east. It just is like, yeah, over that direction. Northwest? I don't do fucking, yeah, northwest.
The left would be west, yes.
West. Colorado. But this is more like scenic mountains. So like Washington, even somewhere like up there, the Colorado thing coming through a little bit. Anywhere that kind of resembles that, where there are mountains, but there's also these deep valleys with a lot of like I want to call it like lush, like greenery for some reason, flowers, or like taller, like grass. Like it's like mountains on the outskirt and life within the center of it. Where I was supposed to move. Oh, Oregon. Yeah. I may be moving to Colorado. Oh my God. Yes. Oregon definitely fits that too. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, Christy. That's going to be amazing. Yeah. So there's just like some validation, clarification, what have you on a move that I think will be really great, very specifically for your mental health. Those of you that applies to. There's this like break in patterns is like what I'm hearing and feeling. There's this like break in patterns that I think is gonna come through, where like generational like patterning or generational like, trauma and things of that nature, like this move, like I feel like just like switches lanes for you and makes one hell of a difference. Sparrow, this definitely more so feels like it definitely is clarification for you, because I think that there's oh my God, do you have a son, Sparrow? Do you have a boy? Yay! Okay, yeah, you have a son. I feel like very specifically, I would love to see, like, honestly, like, your son's very specifically human design chart, because I want to see his environment, because I think that change in scenery is important for him more so than it is for you.
Marisha goes, So.
That's what I would like to know. Definitely, because I feel like that change in scenery is going to really do something to ignite, like, within him. Like, that's where those... So it makes sense that it's, like, generational, like, patterning and things like that. I think, if anything, it's going to really amplify something for your son. And for you, of course, as well, because I think that, you know, you're intimately connected in that way. It's like, what helps your kids is good for you as well, vice versa, you know. We're splitting custody. I'm so sad. Oh. Oy vey. I was gonna say, I think the change in scenery at some point is, yeah, for him specifically. So it's really interesting that that's the case for y'all. Because I feel like he needs to be there with you. Yeah, I do think that he needs to be with you in that new environment. Yeah. At least you'll have that. I mean, you're splitting custody. It's not like, you know, but I do think that is going to be really pertinent for him in his life, especially in those really, like, young years like he is, because he's, you know, a baby pretty much. Trying to think. Feel around if there's anything else. There is one more, but I can't find it. I can feel it on the outskirts of, like, my mind, but I can't pull it in, so it must not be, like, needed at the moment. I'm glad. I'm really glad. I'm very glad. Are they just, like, digging around in the cat box? Yeah, right. Divine timing. Divine timing. Okay, cool. Yeah. The other thing is not only out of reach, but also incredibly dark, and I'm not trying to do that at the moment. So someone else can deliver that message.
Collectives? Collective.
Yeesh. Oh, I'm not doing that today. Y'all gotta find someone else to deliver that one. I'm not doing that. I'm literally putting all my energy into convincing them to pick anybody else but me.
Please and thank you.
Fuck. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. I'm not going into details on this. I'm just going to validate if anyone in here resonates with it, but I can only get pieces of it, which makes me feel like I can't go into the whole thing for some reason. I can't, like, do anything with it. It's, like, slightly out of reach. I feel like there's not just, like, normal trauma for somebody, but I feel like there's, like, out of a horror movie, like, type of trauma for somebody. I think, like, what I'm feeling / picking up on is, like, this is, like, childhood abuse. Like, this is really bad. This is, like, really, really bad. I don't want to go full into detail on what I'm feeling and seeing and hearing, because it would be traumatizing just to experience it on anyone's end, let alone, like, going into detail. I feel like it's definitely, like, a real soft spot, like a really bad childhood abuse. I don't know why I'm necessarily saying this, but I just see, like, a dark, like, dingy fucking, like basement. Like, it's, like, finished, but, like, it's not. And I don't like that. Yeah, it feels like dark and dingy type of, like, basement vibes, or, like, I don't know, like, what are those called when those apartments are, like, in-law, technically, when they're, like, under those ones? It's, like, something like that, but it's, like, dark, not used, really for, like, anything, except for, I'll say this in the most roundabout way I possibly can, except for, hiding things or behaviors that would not be acceptable in society otherwise. Dark on purpose. Yeah. So, like, I feel like if anyone in the chat if any of y'all do have any sort of memories regarding that, sometimes, you know, we fucking suppress them, and that's a little bit, like, different, or repress them even, but I just feel like there's child abuse in terms of, like, it happened in one place specifically. So whether it was someone specific's house or something like that. Again, I'm not going into all the details because I'm not trying to do this today. I've been sitting here telling Spirit the entire time that I'm not trying to do that today. It's just not the vibe we're aiming for on this fine Sunday. But it's meant more so for, like, validation or, like, an anchor point to, like, tell someone, like, I see you, and I, you know, like, it's okay, and, like, you're safe now, and you don't have to relive through that. You're not with those people anymore. Like, you're not in that situation anymore. Like, it's a lot of inner child healing for you for quite a long time. And to know that doing that is very brave and courageous of you to just try it all, because obviously it's what a life. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. I refuse to tap into that anymore. Yeah. My own trauma, generational trauma. Yeah. There's a lot of, definitely dark, dreary. You're like, full chills. Jesus. You're not a bad mom for going, no, you have to do what you have to do, because, I mean, if you're not the best while you're around your kid, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, what good does that do either of you? You're doing the right thing. You're definitely doing the right thing. I understand that entirely. Yep. Yeah. So we're moving on now. That backlog of random messages, apparently. Whatever. The whole fucking thing today. feel like I was gonna do collective, but I also feel like I'm only supposed to use this one for earth signs today. Like earth and water.
Oh, you're doing like by signs?
I don't know. I was gonna do it by element, but I'm like, this feels like it needs to be just earth related or water related. Yeah.
Oh.
No. Don't you dare apologize.
No.
Don't you dare
Bring down the
apologize.
vibe. Girl, never. We are always high vibration.
Always here. That's the whole point. It happens here because we're high vibe enough that it transmutes as soon as it comes out my mouth.
You can't
Thank
do light
you.
work without doing shadow work. It's both.
Cannot exist without the dark.
What do you mean? My hand.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I just don't know if I want to do collective or if I wonder, because I don't feel like I feel like there's such a backlog that I don't know if I want to do collective, because I feel like there's so much right now that I feel like it's almost like doing a collective would do like a disservice because there's so much. I don't think we could. I would have to do like 3 of them. So it's like either way, basically.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Okay.
All right.
Mwah.
Your
Drive
timer?
safely.
Where's your timer? Make sure we get that.
Okay.
Because if we're going to do 4 of them, we're going to need that.
Okay. Let's do this.
We love you.
We do. Deeply. Deeply.
Wherever we're going, Casey and I will come visit.
Absolutely.
We'll find a way.
1000%.
I will manifest it.
I miss y'all too. Alright. So, listen, this is what we're going to do. I got my timer. I really feel like there's a backlog of messages today. There's just, like, so much. So I think I am going to do elements because it just seems, like, easier because there's so much coming in for everybody. And also, let me mention this just before I forget. Anyone who's new, that's not used to me and how I do things, I do them by element or collected depending on how much energy I have. But another Jace. Happy Sunday. But I'm on every Sunday unless I go to work or some wild shit happens. I'll be on every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, today I'm really feeling like we gotta do elements just because there's a lot. As you can just see, they're just channeling a bunch of random shit today. So I'm gonna set the timer. I start by whatever element that we're in. So what I'm going to do, we're gonna start with fire signs because we're in Leo season right now. So fire signs is going to be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, right? So if you have those anywhere in your chart, you feel drawn to it. If you don't have your chart, you can go click the link in my bio, and there's, I think, 2 options there for you guys to go get your chart for free, so you can check it out there if you'd like. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. Thank you for the paper credit.
And, yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say on that. We're just going to get started and see what happens, okay? All right, cool. So fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. What do we got? Fire signs, first thing that I'm feeling is that you guys are worried about something, and I don't know why you are, because I feel like you don't need to be. Like, I feel like you're worried about something, probably a relationship. Holy Jesus. All I did was split the deck.
Wow.
Probably a relationship. There's no reason why you have to worry about it. It's almost like what's meant for you will never pass you, or never, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's meant for you will be there if it's meant for you. You're not gonna forget it. Like, it's not gonna go by, like, even if it's not right now, even if it takes, like, a minute, you know, it's almost like the path leads to you in the end. No matter how many twists and turns that road has, you're still at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for that thing to just come to you when it's ready. Look at this. Oh, man. I already know what you're going to say as soon as this comes out of my
I'm not
mouth.
saying anything.
I already know what you're going
I
to say
didn't
as
say
soon
a
as it comes out of my
single
mouth.
thing.
I'll tell you right now. Look at this. Oh, my fucking God. Look at.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Fire signs. Fire signs, this is what I'm feeling for you guys, okay? I'll show you the cards that I pulled. You have 5 of cups, you have 2 of pentacles in reverse, okay? This to me says that y'all had to work with something that was given to you and you had to make a hard choice. So whatever it was that you guys, usually with Five of Cups, it's about walking away from something. So it's about needing to leave something behind, especially something that maybe you've put emotions into, or you've put feelings into, you put energy into. It's something where you've put yourself into. And when this comes out, this is Spirit saying, like, you're still stuck on whatever this is. This person in this card is very focused on what they've lost. It's that feeling of like, I can't believe like I have to deal with this essentially right now. Focusing on the cups that are like poured out in front of them, but not focusing on the Two of Cups, which is an ode to the Two of Cups that we had earlier, right? It's saying, hey, there's still a Two of Cups like for you. So don't focus on what you've lost, but just focus on moving past these emotions. Emotions, literally energy in motion. They're going to move through you really quickly. Just there and then gone, right? So allow them that time to move through you, because if we don't let them come up, if we don't give them space, they're going to manifest physically to cause us problems elsewhere. So you guys might have like that heaviness feeling in your chest that like, because like you're upset about something, right? And then it could also manifest to being in between the shoulder blades and the back on the other side of the heart chakra. So you can feel like you need to like, crack in between there and like get some movement in that area, because I can feel that energy just like condensing, like just getting dense in the chest. But again, Two of Pentacles reverse is that whatever the decision was really hard. And keep in mind that energy is fluid, so we could be talking about the person that you're connected to, and this might not be your energy, it could be theirs. But this says that whatever this person needed to do, whether it's you or them, was very difficult. Whatever this person needed to do was difficult. It was a hard choice. Neither of the choices given to whomever had to make the choice was a good one. Neither of them were good. It was kind of like, there's no balance here in regards to the emotional aspect. Like, I feel like this person or you is kind of maybe all over the place or not sure. It's a lot of, honestly, we have 10 of Swords here and 2 of Swords as well as some Cups. So those are the ones that are kind of taking over the reading here. It's like Swords energy and Cup energy. So it's almost like this head versus heart feeling between the cards that I'm seeing, at least. Because then the other card coming out is going to be 2 of Swords, right? Until you said between the shoulder blades and the back. Yep, absolutely. Yep. This same thing. This is the same energy, except for the Pentacles is going to be about stability, safety, security, right? Like, what's the best decision for me in the long run? Whereas this is really fighting with those quick thoughts and feelings about, like, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I like that? Do I not like that? Like, how do I feel about this? Like, this is more quick moving energy, whereas this is, I have to...
Casey Taylor's version joined.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
But this energy, either way you look at this, it's a crossroads. It's a difficulty, because even if this is upright, look at the fact that you have this person who can't see, right? So they're blindfolded. So it's like, put your logic aside normally, right? And we're gonna feel into the emotions. These 2 swords being like crossed with these very 2 large, like heavy, dense choices about like, I don't know which way to go. It's almost feeling like the head, the logic here is like trapped in between the 2. And then having this in reverse is that feeling of like, I don't know. It makes me feel like it's like frozen in this time, frozen with your own thoughts, frozen with the weight of everything coming down on you, being like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just don't know. And it's like, when you tune into yourself, if this is you making this choice and you tune into how you're feeling, it's like, I feel like the way that you feel and the way that your like mind or what you need or whatever, it's like we're going into separate directions. It's like, this is how I feel and this is what I want and this is my heart's desire, but this is what's best for me in the long run. This is what I think I might have to do right now, because I don't know is still like a no. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's not a fuck yes, then it's a no. So I feel like that's the vibe that I'm getting. I'm either like in fire signs, right? So fire signs, y'all are either in it 110% or you don't want to be there. You're not going to half-ass anything. You're not going to do anything halfway, a little bit, kind of, sort of. Like, you guys are going to be either all in and fully committed and be present, especially in a relationship, right? And you're going to want that from your partner. So whether it's you that can't provide it or you don't think your partner can do that, there's a lot of this indecision and feeling like, I don't know. And that's why I said in the beginning, I think you're worried about something that you don't got to worry about, because I think it's going to come back around to you like when it's good. Like, what's meant for you is meant for you. So at the end of the road, no matter how many twists, turns, loop-de-loops that you take, it doesn't matter. The end goal, the destination, what have you, is the same. So it's like, even if you make a choice that leads you in another direction, if it's meant for you, you're going to end up right back there if it's meant for you. Okay? There's no missing it, is my point, right? And then the last 3 cards that y'all have out here that I pulled like in a row. So you have King of Cups reverse. So you could be dealing with someone that has Scorpio in their chart, or you could be dealing with someone who, again, is very much burdened by their emotions, or this could be you guys having Scorpio somewhere in your chart and feeling that heaviness about, like, again, the intensity about, like, I feel so much for this person, or I feel so much for this situation. I feel a lot. And this is not just the emotions, like with Scorpio, it's the intimacy very specifically. So I feel like that might be plaguing you or plaguing the other person, where it's like the intimacy is there and that's what you're wanting or you're craving from whoever else is like involved, you know? But this is saying to me that whether it's you or them, that someone's not ready to fully go there, right? And Scorpio honestly really reminds me of fire signs in a way, because it's that intensity behind everything that you're doing. You're not just connecting with someone being like, oh, hey, I like you, we should hang out, we should this, we should that. No, like everything is this like spiritual experience, either with this person or it's something that you desire, right? So with Scorpio, it's like when we connect and we talk, we're not just talking. It's not superficial. It's this deep understanding of like the past and like childhood wounds. It's this I see your soul, you see my soul type of vibe. Everything is a spiritual experience with whomever this person is, which is why I'm saying that there's no need for you to worry, because what's meant for you is meant for you, and it'll come back around at the time that it needs to, when it's ripe, when it's ready, when it's good. So don't panic. And then you also have Justice in reverse too. I might clarify this, but Justice in reverse could be a couple of different things. First and foremost, Justice is always going to be about balance. Balance can come in many forms. And I feel like because I have King of Cups on one side and I have the 10 of Swords on the other side of Justice, once again, head versus heart. That's the way that I see this. Same thing all over again, right? The imbalance is all of this weighing on you while trying to be in this energy. It's almost like you can't be in 2 places at once, or they can't be in 2 places at once. So it's almost like, I want to give you this intimacy and this love and this affection and yada yada. I want to be here. I want to be this upright King of Cups. I want to be this emotionally stable, emotionally intelligent, emotionally available person. But I can't, because my thoughts, my fears, my worries, my anxiety is outweighing everything else. So say this is a person that you've even maybe been with for a minute, or you really established some sort of romantic connection with them. If it's them making this decision, they can't see outside of all of this stress going on. This is the ultimate stress. I say this every time the 10 of Swords comes out. Also, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Every time this comes out, I say the same thing every single time. You do not need 10 swords to kill a man. One's fine. With the right aim in the right spot, one's fine. Right? So 10 is overkill. So this for me, look at how the sky is completely black. This person is face down, face away from the actual card itself. Look at how dark and gloomy this is. I mean, it's a 10, so we know that this is the end of cycles, like we're closing out something, and this person will move through this if it's them experiencing it. If it's you, then you'll move through it quicker than you think, right? You're getting to the end of whatever that is. But to know that you can't put worry or anxiety or pressure on the situation, because it's going to make it worse. The only way that you can manage to make this easier, or that they can make it easier, is the pressure needs to be released on whoever is dealing with all the stress. The other person involved needs to kind of back up, be supportive, be in the background, be a listening ear, be a shoulder to cry on, and just be a presence in this person's life, because this is insane. Insane. This is too much. This is stress up the wazoo, my guy, okay? You don't need 10 swords to kill a man. One is I love you guys so much. Faye? Oh my god, I love that! I love it! So to sum this up, if you need to walk away from a person because they are indecisive, then know that it hurts them just as much. Like, know that it also kills them. But it's almost like push comes to shove, and this person is like, if I had a choice, I would be here with you. Like, I feel like this person's like, if I had a choice, it would be like this. It would be balanced. It would be amazing. It would be even. It would be mirrored. It would be reciprocated, right? It would be this love and intimacy and spiritual experience through and through. But this person's like, I can't do that right now. Doesn't have to mean forever, but right now it fucking hurts. And whatever else is going on in this person's life feels like it's incredibly intense and it's like never ending. Like it just feels like there's too much for them to be able to think about giving anyone else any more of their time or any more of their like of their thoughts, of their mental. Like they literally can't do that. If they have to choose, know that a choice between you and them dealing with shit in their life is the hardest choice that they've had to make as of late. But they have to take care of whatever this is, so that way when it does come back around to you, that they can actually be present. Otherwise, you're not going to get what you need. They're not going to get what they need. It's not going to be reciprocated. It's going to be half-assed. And as fire signs, you guys are going to be fucking annoyed that you put in this energy and this person can't match you. They can't reciprocate. They can't mirror to you. They can't give you what you need. So this is this person being like, I know it seems shitty now, but there's almost like a bigger reason and a bigger purpose as to why I can't. Because it's coming from the heart. Even if the King of Cups is reversed, it's coming from the heart. And this is this person being like, I have to put the way that I feel on reserve, on the back burner. Because when I come back, I want it to be fucking literally out of this world. And there's no way that I can achieve that while I'm doing this. Just so we're clear. Okay? I did say that I wanted to clarify one more card for this whole Justice Ten of Swords situation, which I absolutely will real quick. See if anything else comes out about that. But that's pretty much the message for my fire signs. I am doing them by element, so I am not, but you're more than welcome to email me and we can, book something. Woodabouts. Amaze. Thank you very much. Okay, so look at this, right? Once this energy, it passes, once we can find some balance. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the Justice card can also be legality. So it can be signing contracts. It can be literally court. It can be anything to do with like the justice system as well. So if this is the other person being like, I have these things to deal with, they might be kind of wrapped up in these like court related or contract related things that they're like, I literally, all my attention and focus has to go into this because this is fucking serious, right? Okay. So keep that in mind as well. But we're clarifying this. So if this is the other person, let's kind of take a look at what the energy is going to bring you, like moving forward, like once they get out of this, like once they're not in the shitty energy, let's see where that takes us really quick. Okay. We have the moon. So it's going to be rough for them to say the fucking least, okay? When the moon comes out, we're really talking about healing some shit. We're talking about bringing some stuff to the surface. We're talking about purging a lot when the moon comes up for me intuitively. And also because of the fact that it's the dog and the wolf here, it's these two almost like pieces of the self, like warring with each other. So that could also be where that imbalance comes into play too. It's the sense of, I'm healing some part of myself, or I'm healing something really big for myself, and this requires everything that I have to do it, okay? And then following that, we have the Eight of Wands that fell to the floor. So I do feel like if you guys are worried about a situation, you feel that like, you know, what about this? What about that? You let your thoughts kind of run wild. Eight of Wands for me is, it can be a lot of different things, but for me, I feel like this is just basically time-wise regarding the situation. It's going to move a lot quicker than you think. So especially if it's something legal related or if it's whatever, I feel like it's just going to be in the blink of an eye. Like something's going to happen, and whether it's you or them, it's going to be like, wow, that was a lot quicker than I thought. Like I didn't think I was going to hear back about this until X amount of time. I didn't think I was going to hear back about this until like next year or whatever. There's super fast-moving energy, and I think that whatever is going on with them, that it's not like working through all these big things one at a time. I feel like we need to like move through one piece of it, and that barrier comes down, and then it makes the rest just kind of roll through. You know what I mean? It makes it easier. So if it's them dealing with this, it's like you bust through one door or one wall, one obstacle, right? And then it's like, oh, okay, this main piece was my issue, and now that I got that out of the way, energy's flowing, things are moving, things feel a lot easier, they feel a lot more seamless, they feel like it's lighter, it's easier, okay? Because then you have the Hanged Man. So what I think is going to happen here is that this person, if it's them or you, whichever way it goes, whoever's dealing with this energy, as soon as it moves through, it's going to be kind of jarring. And Hanged Man for me is like, take a moment, take a pause to process. Hence the moon also, right? Take a moment to process what comes up while this thing is being worked through, while this is being taken care of, especially if it's court related, if it's contract related, if it's whatever it's related to, right? Whatever this imbalance is, no matter which way it goes, there needs to be time to process the emotions, process the events, process what's happening, and move through that energy. Doesn't matter whether that's good or bad. Like I said, emotions are energy emotions, so you need ample time to be able to move through that whole thing. Don't rush it. If it's y'all, don't rush it, okay? But anyways, that's the vibe that I got here. And the very last card, last but not least, the best one is the Ten of Pentacles. So I think that if you have someone who's dealing with something court-related or whatever with that Justice card, is that this is a huge defining factor for them feeling stable, feeling like they have, you know, they're starting to build their legacy or build their life or whatever. Like, something big is on the table for them. So even if you don't know what it is, if they're not talking about whatever the case is, know that it's happening in the background for them, and it can be very intense. And they basically just need the support. But if it's meant for you, they're going to come back around to you. And you can guarantee that, okay? Why would someone want their ex back? Listen, I don't. So, can't talk on that.
You know what?
What? You know what? Different situation. You're welcome.
Very different.
Okay. We do. Obviously.
You still have everything you need?
For now. Yep.
Lovely.
Ow, rude. How dare you bite me? Thank you. You too. Thank you. Sometimes spirits just reach out to say, what up? And I want to say that's more complicated than that, but sometimes they just want to reach out and connect with you in that way, so. Okay, thank you. Okay. I can't, you know, I got empty brain.
What would we do?
What?
She goes, what would we do?
What?
Not you last week, but like, I'm emotionally attached to having you around.
I'm not,
kidding.
yeah.
Just
Dead
have to
ass,
figure it
though.
out.
Should hit. Sarah, I love you.
It's all the earth in my chart, okay? I didn't ask to be born like this.
You would have, though.
You know what?
Stop.
Why is today that they were doing this to me?
Dead. Absolutely
You have
dead.
to do. You need payback for last night.
That's fair.
Oh, give me the,
I knew it. Which one?
What's that one called? The Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Earth signs next because that comes after Leo. Virgo comes after Leo, right? So this is gonna be
This is Buzzy. Here you go.
Virgo. Yes, it is. Weird.
Right?
Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn placements. And this is going to be, like I said, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you vibe with it, you know someone with it.
Virgo still
Whatever.
can't relate. I love you, Sparrow. You get me. She gets me. She gets me on a different level.
I love how she's just silently in the background chilling and she pops in when necessary.
That's
was so funny.
necessary.
It honestly gives me actually, Marisha's gonna be like, you bitch. It honestly gives me very Six Line vibes. That Sparrow's just like in the background with her knowledge and then
Is
pops
she
out.
inside?
Dude.
I bet.
I don't
We're gonna
know.
have to pull that up
Oh,
at some
I
point
bet
because
she
they
is.
know where they
She just comes
go.
out with her knowledge when she hears the call. You know what I mean?
I'm convinced she was a singer in a past life, bro.
A singer? Probably.
Yes.
Good morning! Thank you! Look how cute! Little clouds. And some glitter. We love that.
Yeah, nobody got the. I was surprised.
I know, it is a common thing.
I would have said.
I know, I was like literally about to be like, if she was just like chilling somewhere else, she would too. Alright. So, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn placements. timer. I feel like some of my Earth sign people, y'all like trashy TV. It's like your like what's it called? What is that called?
Guilty pleasure.
Yes. It's like your guilty pleasure. Like that's what I'm picking up on. Is someone watches just like trashy, like stupid humor TV shows.
A relationship, you think you gotta like take your power back, basically.
Mm-hmm. So funny. So funny because I pulled this deck for Earth signs because I thought it was very Fae-esque, and now I have this deck which I also think is very Fae-esque. So Earth signs and the Fae, crazy.
You have to just like. Marisha said they're not going to leave me alone. Marisha just said to me they're not going to leave me. I'm not bringing it up. They bring themselves up.
They insert themselves into my life aggressively.
They do. I'm gonna have to figure that out now.
Oh my god. I feel like we might find out today.
I need to start locking my jewelry away. Put the crystals away.
I don't think you should do that.
Ashley, the girl who lived her life, Jordan.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, perfect.
I already hate that.
Alright, here we go. It's card number 1, somehow, which is wild. The Healing Temple, Restoration, Cure, and Safety. This is what it looks like, y'all.
It's sideways.
Yes, it is. You're correct.
Oh, we love that.
Honestly, we do. I feel like there's supposed to be 2 in here, though.
Not looking like Atlantis.
Another one?
Okay.
We got the Healing Temple, and then I literally have... So we have 1, and then I have this, which is a 10, which breaks down to a 1. So we have 1, 1, and this one literally is the Healing Temple of the Lunar Light. So we literally have, like... Yo, that's crazy.
And
Life
they both
cycles.
look like Atlantis.
Yep.
Look at this.
Today too.
16th is a new moon.
16.
The Healing Temple of the Lunar Light, Life Cycles, Energy Healing, and Communication is the other one. This is what this one looks like. Look at these 2.
That's crazy.
How fucking wild is that? It almost, this gives me, because that one's the Healing Temple, but this one talks about lunar light, it almost makes me feel like, sun and moon. Oh, you see this little dude?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Wow, look at that.
Big magician vibes, like
Very magician-esque.
magician card vibes.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Like the scene I was just setting, actually, for the, in the beginning where I was talking about seeing the mountains and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at those guys. 2 of Wands vibes, yes. This is kind of what I was seeing, like in the channelings that I did in the very beginning for people, how it's open, you have the mountains on the outside, and then life, I said, opens up beneath in this, like, valley. Look how fucking dope those are. Big into that. Alright, here we go.
But yeah, I see what you mean by sun moon. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Alright, let me read these bad boys, and then we'll move on. Alright. Alright, here we go. Once there were temples of healing where we would return again and again regularly for delicate and subtle reweavings of energy within our system. Light and color, sound, and pure vibration were our medicines, and with this attention to our total well-being, we were whole and nourished and charged with the fullness of balanced life force. This energy is returning to you, revealed through a glimpse into the dimensional worlds where this healing still takes place. This card marks the beginning of a journey into healing, your own physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual healing. This healing adventure takes place because of a chance meeting where you are introduced to a person, place, or philosophy that can create a pathway for you to immerse yourself in the restorative process before you. This healing... Hold up. This healing has links to the ancient methods used in the temples of long ago where light and sound were interwoven within pure spaces to rework and reweave the structures within the body and soul. You know, this reminds me of the DNA that we talked about a while ago. This ancient methodology is slowly being fed into our world, and while it is ancient and sacred, it can also be found in the most sophisticated of modern hospitals through the hands and technologies being developed, which can assist all of us when we have need. Your own personal healing journey is beginning, and you will be met, guided, and cared for as you move through this process. There's a place of great safety and calm for you to return to, where the vibration is loving and pure, focused and high, and you will respond to the care, the energy, and the complete immersion into a healing environment. But first you must enter. The guardian of the temple has opened their arms in welcome to you. The choice is yours. Yours. Look at, and this is the dude. Right there, you see him? Look at him chilling. Boop, boop. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. Now, number 19. Is that? What? That buzzing. Is that? Or is it one of these?
Oh, my ear just
Oh,
started
it's-
ringing.
It's
As soon as you said that buzzing, my ear just went out and started ringing.
I thought it was
like
that.
it's
The tarot thing on the wall. Yep. That's why I was like, that's gonna drive me fucking crazy. Anyways, okay.
got it.
Oh, look, do you want to know the page I just opened to?
40 something.
It's
44.
the page I opened to is fairy energy.
Of course it is.
Anyways, we're gonna
Fairy
move past that.
energy.
We don't have time to go down there. Okay. Alright, so now this is the other one that we're gonna read. Boop. Okay. The cycles of the lunar being who dwells within the skies above this planet have great powers. Oh, okay. To help us let go, to help us revive, to help us grow, to help us celebrate, to help us heal, and all of these aspects. Likewise, the lunar light heals us as newborns, then as children, as adults, and old ones alike. She reflects these stages in our cycles, and no matter what point we are at on the wheel, we can find within her healing light and the waters she blesses at every stage of the cycle, a sense of who we truly are, and bring ourselves to a place of rest and wonder within each stage. Maiden, mother, and crone, hunter, father, and sage, all alike must enter the temple of the wisdom of our cycles, and the temple now calls you to honor the stage of your life that you are at. Each stage has its challenges, and as you begin to honor where you are on the wheel, there will be a healing of the energy within. The very cells within you, the DNA within those cells, will respond to the healing light of the moon. And if you take yourself out beneath her at the stage which is calling you, you will begin to find a serenity and solace that the daylight cannot bring you. And within those moments, if you let your gaze soften, you may see revealed the healing temple of the lunar light, which lies between the worlds, in which there for you when you open up and allow yourself to receive their blessings. And as you receive, so shall you learn and become the healer who walks in the world and whose energy can change those around you.
The lights.
Oh my god. The
healing in the
invocation
healing
thing at the bottom says, I will gladly enter the healing temple of the lunar light, for there I will find what I have been seeking.
Sorry, Sparrow said.
It's like you have ESPN or something. I love you so much.
So funny.
God, the love of my life. I will gladly enter the healing temple of the lunar light, for there I will find what I have been seeking so long. That's the thing that's at the bottom. It is so fucking funny. God, I fucking love her so
Oh
much.
my god.
Look at that. What are the odds that two of my favorite people are apparently from Oklahoma?
I cannot believe that. Like,
How weird is that? Can I hand this
The
back
fact
to
that they
you?
don't know each other.
I know, it's wild.
what part of Oklahoma is she from?
I don't know. I don't
No
believe she
idea.
says that. I believe that's private.
Yes. Just Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Marisha's like, I'll shout it out. Oklahomies, stop!
Shut up, dude! So,
Dead.
Sparrow, this is Marisha, who just commented.
This is the
She
one in
is
my
like-
living room right now.
She is the human design, like,
Queen.
goddess of the world. Okay, queen, goddess, same
Queen.
energy.
Claim.
Oh my god.
Oklahoma?
That too.
Yo.
I love you guys
Okay.
so much. I cannot.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, what's with the earth sign too? Oh, look at you guys. Sparrow comes in here. Oh, of course it is. Classic. Welcome back.
Here, let me see something again. Some of it was cut up.
I just have to focus for a second because I have to like recenter. That was wild. Notice how I said that and the sun went down?
Yep.
Now Marisha, I know in her brain she's like, indirect light.
You know her well. She literally goes so through.
And as soon as the sun went down, I have all the cards. So I literally think I cannot digest exactly the way Marisha's talking about with the light shining directly on my face like that.
That is interesting.
I do better under the moonlight. I do better with the fucking Temple of the Lunar Light, apparently.
Yes. Yes. And the fact that in every other lifetime, your soul is a reflector, which operates off the moon. Because
Oh my god.
personality sign is, and mine is too. Our personalities, the human sign are reflector energy type. So that means that every lifetime you've had a project or a reflector. Moon operator.
I don't have anything else coming out of this deck, which is so interesting because I thought I was going to get way more. I don't. I have 2 5s, literally. I have 5 of Swords and 5 of Cups.
Oh.
That's all that I have. I can't get anything else out of this at all. So for my Earth signs, you got 5 of Swords here. Pretty brutal. We don't really like that. And then also 5 of Cups, which is, dare I say, worst feeling.
Yep.
So
Honestly, bro, what did I do?
the way that I want to word this is that Earth signs are quite literally like at war with their own emotions.
Oh, that's uncommon for them.
Fucking annoying.
That's uncommon for them. Earth signs, I definitely feel like that's the only way I want to word it. I don't feel like anything else is taking up mental space. I don't feel like anything else is happening. There's just like focus on this one thing. 5 of Cups is always going to be difficult emotions, and we had that in fire signs, so there might be a connection between fire and earth. Where stop it. This is definitely just warring with your emotions. 5 of Swords is, so any 5 is going to be conflict, difficulty, tension, challenges. It's nothing good, I'll tell you what. And so you might be seeing 55 a lot, you might be seeing 5s a lot, you might be seeing 555 or any like variation of that. But this for Earth signs is no bueno. Dark, gloomy, dreary, literally at war with your emotions. And 5 of Swords, so Swords is going to be your air energy, the mental energy and the way that you're processing your emotions. I don't feel like you're processing them. I feel like you're intellectualizing them instead. So you're putting a name to them, but you're not actually processing them, feeling them, being with them, letting them move through you. And if you are doing it, I think that it's just a difficult thing for you to manage in general. And very specifically, I want to focus on the person in the back of this card is like unwell, like not making it. Like, look at this. They have the flag up and this person's over here. So I feel like there's a sense of this is this like shadow work or difficulty or whatever this is. This is the tough emotions, tough energy. And this is you focusing your attention on other stuff instead. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like we might be intellectualizing, we might be putting a name to it, you might be putting a label to it, a title to it. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. It's like someone has a chart and you're just like, this one, this one, this one. When you're trying to ask like a child, like, how do you feel? What are you feeling? What is that like? Da, da, da. So it's like you may be able to see a chart and recognize and point that out to be like, this one, this one, this one. Like you're not actually feeling the full scope of those emotions, so you're not actually processing it. What you are is just treading water, you're biding time. You're not doing anything productive with it at all. Like, look at this in the background. This is the shadow work. This is the shadow work. This is the stuff coming up for you. And it, by the way, the flag literally looks like it's almost like red. So it's like these red flags trying to almost get your attention, but you're over here looking in the opposite direction like, what do you mean? And Spirit's like, if you don't deal with that, it's not going to be good for you. Like, you have to deal with it because it's only going to get worse if you don't. And I know that's not the thing. Oh, wow, the devil. Classic.
Oh my god, we love a double card, bro. Let me look at it. Oh, we don't like, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, sick. This looks sexual, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It can be, actually. The devil's
I
here.
don't know if Sparrow is still here and can see that card. Check that out, yo. That's fire.
So the devil card coming out.
People tied up in the back.
Literally, but the point is that the people aren't tied up, they're in a web. So that's the specific point of this, is that literally the web that we weave, like a lot of the things that we are plagued by, that we're held down by, it's like, have pretty simple solutions, but you have to have the faith and the bravery and the courage and the commitment to face something head on, to shake hands with your demons and not let your demons run you and who you are. That's the whole point with the devil. And not only that, but my friend Joanna, who said this to me before, and it stuck with me ever since, she goes, you can dance with the devil, but don't sleep with him. There's a difference. So you can actually invest into certain things, and you can be there, but fully committing to the point that you lose yourself. You're, like, look at this. To where you're here, we can't have you be there. We can't. You're not going to do anything productive while you're there. This is what I mean by intellectualizing and addressing your feelings by giving them a name, giving them a title, is different than feeling them, than being one with them. By allowing them to move through you is so, so, so different. Okay? Struggling with this, right? Being scared and still doing the thing. Exactly. Precisely, girl. Yes. We gotta see Sparrow's full chart, especially human design, because the way this girl, like, I just ramble on and she just, like, comes in and goes, like, 3 words, and I'm like, that's the one right there. Yep. Thank you. But, yeah, so the devil is very much so, like, especially in this deck, like, the energy behind it is kind of the sense of, like, if you look at the face on this card, it's, I'm going to win. It has this feeling of, like, I'm going to win, and I'm going to break you down, and I'm going to be the one who comes out victorious. I'm going to be the one that is in control here. Don't let these darker parts, these shadowy parts, or these vices, or whatever these things are that are plaguing you, don't let them win, essentially. And I know it's easier said than done, but definitely do not let them win, because, again, it's just going to get worse from there. Don't ignore it. We don't need to do anything. Like, remember that inaction is still action in itself, because you drawing back and pulling back is still taking some sort of accountability. It's still working with it. It's still being present in that energy, and you let it move through you, you know? Let's be friends with the devil. He fine as fuck. That's what I'm saying, homie. That's why Jason's like, this is pretty sexual. I'm like, yeah, you think? Look at him.
I don't know. You said I can dance with the devil. I was like, I love dancing. What do you mean?
Dance with the devil, but don't sleep with him. All right, so earth signs, listen, I think the connection between those cards and the oracle cards that we had is that you may need to really connect with the moon to be able to bring some of these things forward and help them move through you to process in that way. Whether you work with the energy by you out there doing some, I don't know, ritual with the moon, out under the moon, the new moon is coming up, maybe doing any sort of healing based off of certain lunar cycles, but there's some sort of need to work with the moon specifically, and you have a lot of healing coming up, a lot of clearing, a lot of cleansing, a lot of things of that nature, because those 2 oracle cards were all about healing. They were the healing temple. I think that you guys actually might get a lot of healing out of, like, doing, like, a guided meditation where the meditation brings you to, like, some sort of sacred, like, place or temple or, like, something like that, where it's not just like, oh, you feel this and then you see this, like, light ball and whatever. I feel like you need to do a meditation that leads you to, like, a sacred or holy place. That's what I feel like is going to benefit you guys the most. All right. See if I can get these cards back in here. It's very warm for being in the sun. No, not yet. Earth signs, how are we feeling? What do you think?
Get wrecked.
Well, everyone but Jace.
How about no? Bye. No, it has not. Air signs have not gone. They are up next.
God, I fucking love you, Sparrow, so much, dude. Fine and divine. Can you make that a t-shirt? I'll buy it.
Bro, I'm gonna fight you.
No, it still falls into the same thing that I said about myself.
That's something that Ross said about your Gate 21s that you guys have is that t-shirt sales would be profitable, specifically t-shirt and real estate.
Marisha,
And real estate.
Okay. I'm really glad that this is on live so she can go back and look at it, because I literally brought this up a year ago at this, I don't know, 6 months at least, very seriously. I had people yell at you at work about it. Everyone
I
said
plan to
they
make
would
merch.
buy one.
Do it. Merch. Casey merch. We need your
merch. Yes, also yours, Sprout, but you need a line.
Oh my god, look
You
at
have the designs.
actually.
TikTok shop.
TikTok shop.
TikTok shop. You should.
I wonder if. Hold on a second.
Kira Jade would be such a brand name too. The little dragon logo. Stop.
Cute. We love a dragon logo.
Yes.
And
Kira
honestly,
Jade just sounds like a brand name shirt too.
she already has designs
Yes.
that people have been like, oh my god, I need that.
I know her stickers
I
as shirts would
know.
be everything.
I know.
Dump him.
Honestly, you know that would sell. Dump him shirt would sell.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do a poll about it.
Oh, we love a poll.
We're gonna keep it up for the next half an hour too.
Amazing.
Alright guys. There's the poll.
Can I vote more than once?
Me and Jace are apparently at odds because,
Can
you
I
know.
not vote?
It won't let me go either.
Oh, because I'm a mod, I can't vote?
Maybe.
This
You don't need
is
to vote,
fascist.
you're in front of me, I know your
This
answer.
is fascism.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Anyways,
we're gonna now read
listen.
Ersan.
Ugh. Allow me to just selenite myself.
Pre-game for air sign.
She'll buy it.
All the ideas start coming through. Oh yeah. Did you-
Sarah's a mod, so she can't vote either. Sarah, you can just tell me your vote. I'll buy it!
That's a yes.
If we want them, though, I don't know what merch means to people. Jace wants to do t-shirts.
You can always do
Yes.
pre-orders
t-shirts.
of whatever.
I might do that and just post up my
And then-
designs.
Yes.
Repurpose your deck into shirts too.
My what?
You have enough
Your deck.
storage space to
What?
do.
Oh, the one that I'm gonna make. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Repurpose that into shirts.
Coffee mugs.
Ooh, that's a cute
Okay.
one. I
Yes.
love a mug. I love a mug.
Honestly, I have a
All
website
of
we
the
can
above.
access.
I literally was about to be like, if anyone, Jace has a website for this. Yeah, exactly.
You want to do something that is like print on demand,
And I have
I
connections to
don't
get
want to
you
do that,
prices.
actually.
so people can choose.
I don't want to do print on demand. I looked into a ton of options and I didn't like it. Didn't vibe
No, I'm
with me
saying
at all.
that place that
You just let
is
Jace
next-
figure it out in Miss Innocence. You just respond. You just wait.
I
to
love that for
respond.
us. To
She
be completely
already
honest,
does
but
that, okay?
I use it while I stream. I love the fuck out of you, just so you
Imagine if
fucking
didn't
know.
let Jace
Wow.
figure things out.
I love you.
Where would you be? Where would you?
Oh my god.
He needs to figure things out.
My brain was built to do it. I didn't choose this.
It's true. I've seen it.
Anyways. Selenite is great for clearing any and all crystals. I use it to almost like dry brush like myself to clear away energy from myself as well. But it's a great crystal to have because it has so many like it's a multi-use crystal, if you will. It's a if I was gonna be like, hey, like staples for someone to buy to have, especially in the beginning, selenite is definitely on that list for sure.
It's the first thing you made
Yeah.
me buy.
Yeah, it was the first thing I told
First thing
Jason
you
buy.
made me buy.
Cleanses everything, great for clearing yourself. Yeah. Alright. So air signs, let's get into this. So that's going to be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius placements. And
Venus-
present
Venus Aquarius.
Minus Libra.
Sun, Moon, Rising, or anything else that vibes with y'all. Like I said earlier, if you don't have your chart, there's 2 links in my bio where you can go get it for free, so that way you can know what you are. Or if you're just vibing and you resonate with it, take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be, you know, your sun sign or whatever. But air signs, first and foremost. Where are all the air signs, by the way? Can you guys pop up in the comments so I can see y'all? Because I got a question for y'all.
Venus Aquarius. Hi.
Present. Saturn in Aquarius. Present.
She's like my whole chart in general.
Yes, dude, 100%. Lunar Aquarian. I'm obsessed with you. I love you. Look at you guys go.
Aquarius.
Hey, hey,
This
hey.
is why her and I vibe so much with the music and everything too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
So my air placements, I feel like I normally would not say this because it seems like an odd thing to say for air signs, but I feel like air signs, some of y'all might have water within your chart somewhere that's important, because I just get this feeling of needing to connect to water sources. It doesn't have to be like the beach by any means. I am kind of feeling more so the beach vibes, but it could be any source of like natural water, specifically, you know, like running in some way. So even like what I'm hearing is like, what I'm literally hearing is water running over. What type of water source is this? I'm hearing like water run over like rocks. Like, it's like, does that make sense? I'm going to the ocean this week. Yay! Pisces, moon, Libra sign. Yeah, that makes sense, right? And water healing for you, Sparrow. Yes. A waterfall, not necessarily like maybe like a brook. Is that what those are? Wait on Jace. Or near waterfalls. Yeah, I'm not hearing like rushing water in a big way. It's like very gentle. Like if you know you have those little water things like in your house that just kind of like trickles down. Yes, like a creek or a brook. Yes. With the big rocks. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing. It's like this gentle kind of movement of flowing water where it feels incredibly healing. In a state park. See, that would be perfect. Exactly. I don't hear like the ocean or like waterfalls where it's this big rush of sound. It doesn't feel like it's surrounding me. It feels like it's like trickle lightly like in the background. Like I could just hear it gently in the background. I am feeling like there's like a scene / setting where there could be like a cabin or something. It's very like, it makes me feel like very like off-grid type of living in a way. Which is like houses close by to a water source like that, or there's like a cabin that maybe someone's staying in, or a vacation or something like that. Air signs, like if y'all have not taken a trip, a vacation, booked a flight, like something, y'all need to do it. You need to do it like right now, dude. You have to. Because I don't know what it is that I feel that way for y'all, but you have to go. You have to go travel. That's just it. That's all I feel like. And you have to go travel to these like water sources or like the state park, or you got to do something where you're like out and about, like taking in your surroundings, right? Looking at houses by water. Yes, absolutely. We love that. So like I said, it could be any type of, whatever water vibes with you, whatever like source, but natural source of water. If you guys, I was picking up on this earlier and then I literally was like, not today, Spirit. I don't have time. Oh, I'm not kidding. Yeah, 100%.
Classic.
But now it's coming back around, so it must have been for air signs that I was picking that up. I was picking up on how someone needed to bring in more water element into their house. So if you think like, what's that called? No, with where you incorporate the elements and stuff like into your house, like your feng shui. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of more. So that's what's coming through for air signs, is to think more about that and the way that you set up your home and that way you set up your environment. So for, specifically, oh my god, aloe plants, very specifically for some reason. Aloe. Also like snake plants are the two that like came to mind for me. But they're saying that the plants, having like literal live greenery, like plants in your house, is a way to incorporate water. Someone's gonna have to fact check that. I don't know.
Dig into that.
But
aloe and snake plants hold the most water, so they thrive on being ignored. So super easy to take care of. So literally don't even water them more than like once a month.
So that might be why I'm picking up on those two specifically, is like this is the way to incorporate that water energy into your surrounding, into your settings, into your environment. Because what I feel like is that you need to like
So much.
have that surrounding you, not in a little bit, like a lot. You know what I'm saying?
All around me.
You have a snake and aloe plant in the living room, girl. Yes.
Getting them.
Did you look at Sparrow? Can you please look at her chat?
Girl, what?
I cannot. We're flying Sparrow out here next, I
Honestly,
think.
Sparrow
Yes.
does remind me of an aloe, like healing everyone, but like takes like.
But truly, like, can you stay over there, though?
Right.
Yes, big fact, big fact. She goes, mood. I thrive on being ignored. I just saw 8:08 on the clock, too, so 8s might be important for y'all, too, for my air signs, but, literally, do not perceive me. Do you have water in your top 3, Sparrow? Because that would make a lot of sense, actually.
Not me with
I
my
don't want to be
Pisces
perceived.
rising.
No, thank you. But yeah, so for air signs, incorporating those snake plants, aloe plants, incorporating the water element into your environment, into your home, into your setting in some way. So it's not just once in a while, but so that way when you can't make it to those free-flowing water sources, that you can have that accessible to you in the house. Put on the water sounds even, like that's what I do. Like when I go to bed, I listen to like ocean waves or something like that, but listen to water specifically. Also, some of you guys, get a rain stick. Because
Don't do this to me.
what? Get a rain stick. That's also what I'm seeing. Get one of those. That'll be really healing for you as well. Big on that. Mostly fire and earth. I was gonna say because it's very like Cancerian trait to be like, I don't want to be perceived. I love Marisha right in the chat and next to me at the same time. All right. Okay. And if you guys have literally any interest in human design, you have to go follow Marisha because I keep talking about environments because that keeps coming up while Marisha's in my house today.
Yeah, of course.
Which is honestly,
So rude. Honestly.
it's a vibe. We love it.
Yep.
Yeah, like your sign reading. What do you think?
Yep, of course.
Also, there is a whole series about environments in Marisha's channel, so do
Yes.
look at that.
There's a whole series on environments on Marisha's page. We need
Pressure
that.
her to post more if yours isn't
Yes. If you don't, go get your human design chart. I actually think, because of talking about so much stuff with Marisha every time she's in the chat, I created, I think, a human design link in my bio.
Oh, we love that.
So I think there's one of the websites is in there in my bio. You can go grab it if you guys don't have it, but I highly recommend doing it. It took me so long of Marisha telling me that my environment was shores for me to be like, oh, that's why I literally never want to leave the beach. That makes sense. All right. Different shade.
I know. That was interesting.
I know. Can you guys look out the window with this cute puppy that like literally doesn't want to move? And he sits down every couple of seconds. Fuck. Okay. Oh wow, it's Jason's favorite card. That's a Marisha question. Okay.
What is human design? That's a deep question. Is it possible to summarize that in like a sentence?
All right, air signs. Listen. Yeesh. Yuck.
You don't like that.
Y'all are going to be forced into something that you're going to think is really shitty. You're not going to like it, but it's actually going to be for your best interest, for your growth, for your highest good. You were going to hate it the whole time. The whole time. Hear me out, but yes, know that you will hate it. 444 on the clock as I said that. You're welcome. So, and first card, by the way, 4 of Cups. 4. Perfect. Anyways, 4 of Cups is the first card. This is like indifference. So I feel like the way that this is going to start is going to be something happening where you are forced into something, forced through something or whatever. There's this sense of like the energy comes in and goes like boom, and you're like, this is so cool. And I just see someone like digging their heels like into the ground and like literally just energy kind of pushing them forward, being like, you're going. There's no what you can argue all you want, you're going. So 4's my number. Yeah. I like how Sparrow's like, I'm already deep in it. Yeah. So 4 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune connected. This is what I mean. Wheel of Fortune is going to be, first and foremost, it's a 10. So we're talking about cycles. New cycle, end of a cycle, what have you. Wheel of Fortune, ruled by Sagittarius or Pisces for me. Both of these are very similar in those energies because they're Jupiter ruled. Jupiter ruling this card means that you will see expansion no matter what way it comes in. Something is expanding. So you can look at this with this indifference card, like kind of next to it with your emotions, with you being like, I think that you guys are expanding in a spiritual type of way. Your journey, your spiritual journey, or you can call it ascension, a spiritual awakening, or anything like that is literally all about this card here. That's what I'm feeling, is that this comes in to move things along. And you're like, nah. And Spirit's like, yup, absolutely. When we talk about expansion, we talk about Jupiter. A lot of people talk about Jupiter as being like, oh, it's like, it's luck and it's optimism and it's blah, blah, blah. Because these are these like Sagittarian traits, right? But I think a lot about Pisces when I think about the Wheel of Fortune as well, because I think about the spiritual expansion, this expansion of the soul, this expansion of like your healing journey and what you are literally capable of. I really feel like this is going to be a little bit like, I feel like whatever air signs are going through is going to be really deep for you. And I feel like whatever is coming through is it's going to be tough. Like, I really do think it's going to be tough. But I think 222 on the clock, as I said that. I think that's really going to push you, and it's going to push your boundaries, and it's going to be something that challenges you, to say the least. Like, again, digging your heels into the ground, digging your heels into the dirt, not wanting to do it, not wanting to move forward, not wanting whatever it is. Like I said, I think a lot of it is going to be spiritual expansion, because Jupiter, for me, always talks about that. That's how I feel, at least. Granted, there's a bajillion different things that can relate to Jupiter and this card, but on this card, you have all of these fixed signs, right? This is where all of the fixed signs are. Fixed signs being Aquarius, Scorpio, oh my god, Leo, what am I missing? Taurus. Those are all the fixed signs, okay? So by fixed energy, this says to me, it's something that was meant to happen to push you further on your journey, whatever that is. You know, it's going to be different for everyone, but whatever that is, this is what we're talking about. It can be luck, it can be optimism, it can be a really great energy, and it can be something that brings so much into your life. But keep in mind that when we're bringing these things in, we often have to release something else to make room for what's to come in. So one and the same. So that's why some people are like, meh, Wheel of Fortune, someone over here specifically. But it definitely brings in a lot of new opportunities. It brings in a lot of newness as a whole. Sagittarius is also about like higher learning, in the same way that to me, Pisces is about higher learning, because it's about like connecting maybe with other like beings, where it's connecting more spiritually, it's connecting on that higher consciousness, whereas Sagittarius is higher learning a lot of times in school. And I see Sarah being like, I think it's school for me, right? So no matter which way it's coming through for you, there's expansion, and I think whatever you get kind of pushed into is going to enhance your spiritual journey or open up something for you, okay? And then you have the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords coming out upright, honestly, we love that, because I think that this is similar to the Wheel of Fortune. This is progress. It's progress, where you're headed. We're going in a different direction. So I feel like whatever comes into your life with that Wheel of Fortune and pushes you, this is you going with that flow. This is, and Spirit, literally, Spirit's been doing their thing. I'm just seeing that now. Yep, yes. This is you being pushed into this and you kind of surrendering. So if you aren't surrendering to what comes in, if you're resistant, if you're trying to swim basically upstream, if you will, like against the current, you're gonna fail. It's not gonna work. You have to go with the flow. Wherever Spirit pushes you into, you have to just surrender and go there. Like if something comes up to you and you're like, oh my god, I've been thinking about this forever, I wanted to do this forever, I wanted to blah blah blah, whatever, and you're like, I can't believe this opportunity is being literally handed directly to me. It's on purpose. You just have to say yes. Be a yes man in those situations, because whatever's coming in, fated, fixed energy, is meant for you. So don't fight against it. Don't do this indifference type thing. Go with the flow, no matter how much you hate it, no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it feels, no matter what you got going on in your mind where you're like, I'm gonna have to leave this behind if I wanted to. Do it then. Do it. Go. Do it. What are you waiting for? Don't think about it. The Six of Swords too here is about taking what you have at least with you and heading to a new direction, right? Choppy waters here in the bottom corner. Tough times, tough emotions, blah, blah, blah. But On the other side of the boat is the still water. It's the calmness. It's this, hey, I'm taking what I have with me. And also the fact that this person, which I believe is a woman here in this garden, has their child with them. So this is like, I feel you really healing maybe your inner child or healing this other part of yourself as well. And it's like, I just get this feeling of like we're heading home. Like we're going home, we're heading home, wherever home is. For you, I think is going to be this place of like peace and clarity and safety and all those wonderful, like just yummy feelings. That's this. Spirit's trying to push you here. So don't be indifferent, okay? Don't sit there and be like, I don't want it, while Spirit's handing you this golden opportunity. You see it from an ego sense, from a 3D sense, from a matrix sense. Spirit sees all the threads that they're weaving together in the background. So trust that there's a bigger picture and a reason why you have to do what you're doing. You may not get that info right now, but you have to kind of have this blind faith that Spirit knows what you need and they're gonna provide it for you, even if you can't see it directly in front of you right now, okay? Oh my God, yes, bitch, yes, we love that. That's what I'm feeling, going home, like, we're going home, we're going home, we're going home. It's back to those feelings, which I think maybe a lot of y'all didn't have since you were children, right? It's that, when was the last time I felt safe? When was the last time I felt protected? When was the last time I felt whole, united within the self? Like, combining and joining in union your masculine and feminine together, unity within the self. When was the last time I felt together, whole, completed, fully myself, authentically me? Like, I feel like what we're really doing is Spirit's pushing you that direction to get you there, but there could be a focus on what you're leaving behind, which is kind of a distraction for the mind, you know? Like this. Like, Spirit's like, we're doing this, and you're like, what about all this stuff? And they're like, don't worry about it, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But right now, we have to just go home first, right? Make sense? On the live yesterday, too? Oh my God, look at you too, Noelle, with the fucking suitcases over there. Hell yeah, absolutely. Because think, swords, this is your mental right here. Don't let that distract you. See how it's in front of you? Think about, to me, the symbolism of this is the swords that lie ahead of you. Think about what's coming next. Think about where you're going now. Think about what's to come. Don't think about what was, what happened, what used to be, what you could have been, should have been, would have been, whatever. Useless. Think about all the energy in front of you instead. Think about the opportunities. Think, what if, or how can it be better? Show me how it gets better. Show me this, show me that. You guys need to look towards the future. You can't look towards the past. And,
Something.
Is what a thing.
Clear.
The rabbit behind you has a quote on the bottom. I need you to read that.
It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then.
That. Think about that. Think about that. Put it in the back pocket of your mind for later. Okay? And then we're going to finish up these last 3 cards that I have here. And then we're going to move on to water, okay? Page of Swords energy. That's what I'm saying. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So last 3 cards that I have for my air signs, okay? 6 of Cups. You guys, whatever you're doing next, we're cutting cords. Big fucking time. Absolutely cutting cords. Absolutely getting rid of these poor connections. We're releasing those old sentiments. We're releasing those, because 6 of Cups for me is not just about past connections. It could also be past life connections. Like, what have we stayed in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime that has held us back? It kind of reminds me of, who did we talk about with the generational patterning, curses, and shenanigans again? Which... I don't remember.
It was during the channeling, I think. I don't think it was...
Oh, was it during the channeling? I just remember talking about this earlier, and I feel like it's coming back up again, is that this is where we're breaking those generational curses, contracts. Oh, that's probably about what, yeah. We were talking about, like, moving and all that. Yeah. Okay. So that's being reiterated, so this is probably
like this
similar to
whole
Sparrow.
This whole session was for Sarah.
110%. Yes, she got like a free 2-hour session. Hell yeah. Love that for her.
Honestly, she deserves it.
She deserves it.
She deserves it.
She's been an active participant.
Yo, she
Yes.
goes live and heals me like nearly every day. God
Truly.
bless her.
The Reiki is off the fucking chain. Anyways,
So good.
so 6 of Cups here with the 3 of Swords reverse. So this to me, no matter which way you want to look at it, no matter which way you want to spin it, it doesn't matter. This is the past. 6 of Cups is how we used to handle things, how we used to be, how we used to feel. It's of the past, right? It's about familiarity, and that familiarity isn't always fun. It's not always good. It doesn't feel good in the body, right? What y'all saying? A Walmart employee was talking to me? Stop! This bitch. She's just at Walmart. I just imagine her being like walking around shopping.
Dude, I literally do this with you on the phone.
Love that, yes. I was saying that this, Marisha and Jace were saying this whole entire live today seems to just be a fucking channeled message for you.
And then we go like,
Yes.
you deserve it.
Yeah,
You
and then we were like,
deserve
she
it.
deserves
God
it.
bless you for...
Just listening to my tarot reading. I can't. I'm gonna fucking pass away, bro. I'll meet you in the afterlife.
Protection too, because Oklahoma Walmart.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't even want to know.
So, for air signs, we are, in a very, very roundabout way here, releasing the past in whatever way has held us back, in whatever way doesn't.
We're always releasing the past.
She's like, son of a... Literally, yes.
Because we keep running back to
I can't get over the fact
Right.
that a Walmart employee was talking to her. They do that in Oklahoma.
Yes.
They
Well,
talk to you.
Well, you know what's funny, too, is
I
that...
go to Walmart and I talk to no one. What do you mean?
Well, it's... I mean, same. No one ever approaches me.
Right.
Ever. Not
Don't talk
one
to me.
time. We all avoid each other. Like, we all just don't want
They're
to be here.
supposed to say hello, but they just go
No,
in
they
the head,
don't.
They just go...
They go... As they're walking by, or I might go, oh, excuse me, and they're like, oh, sorry.
She goes, it's awful. Sparrow,
Dude.
you are in the wrong place, girl. In
You know-
Massachusetts, nobody will talk to you.
Nobody
will talk
nobody
to you.
talks to you
Actually,
here.
if you talk to them,
They're
will be
fucking
offended.
weird.
They
If
will
you
be
talk to them, they're like...
why are you talking to
They're
me?
like, I'm busy working. What are you doing?
They're like, do I know you?
Literally. It literally is like, I'm at work. Why are you speaking to me? Every time I've ever asked for anything.
Yeah.
Or like, I asked for something and they're like, yeah, it's like down over there. And if you just go to the right, it'll be like 2 aisles down roundabout. And I go, you know what?
She
It's
goes,
cool.
no, I'm leaving stat.
And then for me in Walmart, as soon as someone gives me a roundabout, I go, you know what? I can do the rest. Thank you so much. I gotta go.
Yep.
I don't even need the rest. It's fine.
The app tells me where it is on
Yep,
immediately.
perfect. I love it. So anyways, point being
Yes.
is that this energy, also by the way, super funny because earlier Sparrow's like, I thrive on being ignored, and everyone at Walmart's like, hey,
Not the right environment.
Yeah.
not the right environment. So anyways, 3 of Swords is going to be releasing the past, very specifically past hurts, disappointments, past pains, past relationships, just past difficult emotions, right? And also, again, very specifically how the 3 of Swords like pierces the heart, very specifically. To me, also gives a very kind of faded vibe, kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, where the things in the most corny and cheesy way possible, the things that have hurt us the most, have also been very, very important parts of our life that have shaped us, our identity, our character, and who we have become now. Like, we needed them to become who we are right now. And then the 6 of Cups, like I said, familiarity. So it's how we used to be, how we used to feel, right? So you may have felt really stuck in the past. You may have felt like you couldn't get over something. You couldn't move past something. You couldn't make a choice that was different. You couldn't, veer off the path and get back onto the right one. Like, you're just stuck in the past. So this is what I think, whatever opportunity comes your way with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a lot of what we're healing, is we're deviating from that, and we're able to put this stuff finally down for good. We're able to dead it, bury it, shelf it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of it. So I feel like whatever's coming to you guys, move, school, job change, whatever, is very specifically to help you get back on the right path that's for you. Okay? Default setting, precisely. And the very last one that I had was the Chariot in reverse. And intuitively, we're not reading the cards verbatim. I'm reading this intuitively, especially for the Chariot. This energy, there's something separate also about, like, this is inner child stuff too. So this definitely is, like, definitely, again, key to Sparrow here for this. But there's a sense of abandonment or abandoning your inner child that is being healed through this. So you getting back onto your path, you getting in the right place, you doing the right thing for what you needed, like younger you, baby you needed, whatever. We're healing that abandonment wound and that abandonment feeling that I think some people's inner children are feeling this is correcting that behavior and this is healing that very specifically. Okay? And then what I was going to say for the Chariot in reverse is that what I always think about with the Chariot is the fact that there are no reins, there's no nothing going on in here. It's this person at the front, and the stare, like the deadpan stare to me, is you moving the energy with your intention alone. So don't worry about having the right tools. Don't worry about precisely where you're going to go or what you're going to do. Once again, this reminds me of Marisha and the human design. It's not necessarily about the details, but it's about the emotions and kind of like the intention behind it, and keeping this like open energy and open like aura is what I want to say for some reason, about the way things are going to present themselves to you and responding accordingly and going with that. Don't worry about the exact way that's going to come through, what it's going to look like, what it's going to necessarily feel like, be like, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about the fine details. Worry about the bigger picture and how you're going to feel happy, relieved, joyful, whatever. Focus on the bigger picture and let that kind of just like envelope you in. And I think that's going to make a difference, right? Ooh, Sarah. Look at you go. Look at this bitch over here. Manifester.
Alright, Curly.
Okay.
Water signs are last.
Jesus, mother of Christ.
Yeah, see how this goes.
Oh my god.
Fucking Pisces rising and the both of us about fucking doing so much work.
Can't with the water signs. Water signs are wild. I'm just getting back into my mode.
Did you clear yourself with the selenite?
I am going to, yes.
You're gonna have to.
You said you're gonna have to what? What did you say she's gonna have to do? Just not
The selenite.
Oh, the selenite stick.
Is that like a diss to your signs?
No.
You say you're
She
gonna
usually
have
does
to.
it in between everything.
I do it in between
like
everyone.
Extra like you're gonna have to cleanse
Oh
yourself
no!
after
This
that.
is the checklist in me.
Yeah.
You'll be happy to know that
Clear the
80%
energy, turn on the timer.
80% of our room said yes to merch.
Wow.
Told you.
I love the 20%
Who the fuck said no?
of them. I don't know.
20% of them is one person, guaranteed. Who is that person? I will find you.
Might
In
be
the
someone-
astral.
It might be someone fishing.
Oh, stop it right now. Cancer rising, Pisces moon,
I
huh?
haven't forgotten about that pin. Do not.
Oh, I'll never let you forget.
That's them trying to contact you.
It's like a bedtime story for me now. I'm gonna ask for it. Replay all the time. So I
Yo.
Hater.
Corn goddess. I love corn. That's like the food of my people.
I'm gonna pee, and then I'll be right back. Before I dive into this, because we're gonna do water signs, which I know is gonna be fucking ridiculous as it always is. So, that's gonna be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anything else that feels as if it resonates with you. I'll be right back. I have to pee first. Actually, more like Qigong right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to manifest the Pisces.
Pisces.
Yes. I need a Pisces sun, man.
Oh.
Specifically this certain
Oh.
6'5" Pisces sun. I'm trying to manifest. I've been trying to manifest him for like over a year. Let's just stop being stupid.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah. They can hear me. It's okay.
Oh, you're waving.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Close it. You only have one water placement? How is that? Yo. Sparrow beat me. She has less water than me in her chart.
Really?
A single placement. Pluto.
Oh, wow.
How wild is that?
Generational, yeah, so it doesn't even count as her personal planet.
Right.
Pluto and Scorpio is intense for us, though.
Don't even get me started.
Please.
Okay.
It's like all of us are life lead.
My shoulder hurts again.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it.
Is he coming back?
Marie?
I cannot with you.
Oh
My God, is Ryan coming back to me? I mean it. It's well intended, you guys. I just don't do love readings because I think there's, when it comes through, it comes through. But I think there's obviously bigger fish to fry.
Never. Stop. Yes, you obsess over love. Like, we have to. Weird.
Well, because water signs, love never comes through for water. It's always spiritual. It's always about some sort of spiritual evolution, awakening, whatever.
So connected to the
Yeah, classic.
Christ consciousness.
To Christ conscious, yeah. No shit, exactly. I don't want to use this deck. But whatever, I guess it's fine.
My design is Sun in Pisces in the 8th house.
Jesus. I need the one with the dragon eye on it.
Just wanted to drop that shit.
Oh.
I don't know if it has the book in it, but y'all know me. Y'all know I never touch this.
Right.
I never touch this.
I've literally never seen you grab this, I don't think.
Nope. Oh, it has the book in it. Cool.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah.
Why have I never asked you? Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'll find the card that I'm seeing, and then we'll actually shuffle it and see what comes out. But we're using the Animal Spirit, which looks like this, which I never use. So if you know, you know. Look at how it looks in the sun, too. It reminds me a lot of my fucking glittery nail. There has to be, see, water signs is where you know people are going to dip out. This is going to be a very niche reading because not everyone's into the type of shit that I'm going to talk about today. I don't know if we've talked about this, if Marisha and I talked about this.
Stop.
Oh my God, that's wild.
2 people have something with this deck?
Never opened it. Oh my God.
Shut up.
Hell yeah. We love this. We're about to go through it. I don't know if Marisha and I have talked about this. I feel like Marisha and I have. I feel like I sent her a voice note on this. Do you remember, it was either you or Hannah or it was both of you guys or something, but I remember having a vision about a dragon priestess, and I couldn't find definitive info on whether or not that is a real thing that exists. And also, I'm glad that Sparrow's here, because she might also maybe have some insight on some stuff like that. I feel like that's very otherworldly and kind of like of our vibe. But I had this vision a while back about dragon priestesses, and basically being this like high priestess involved with like dragon realm. And I have full body chills.
We talked about this.
I feel like I have. And new here. Hey, thank you for being here.
Oh, that dragon in the Reiki from the beach.
Sparrow. Yep, there she goes. Yeah, dragon priestesses. I just get this very otherworldly vibe. And this came through in a vision and channeling back fucking a while ago. but it's coming back to me now, which ironically enough, I have the box that it comes in. I have the box, the front of this, and then I also have the book. So literally everything that I see right now is literally 3 dragon eyes, basically. Like, this is my view. 3 dragon eyes. So, like, I definitely feel like this weird, like, dragon priestess, like, energy thing is, I don't know. Dragon priestesses are literally like their own species, in my opinion. You're gonna have to expand on that, because I'm gonna need info. It was like this, like, high priestess vibe, specifically with this dragon energy, and that the dragons themselves, there's, like, elements of them. But it's not just dragons. Like, there's, like, I'll get the card out of here, but it's not just dragons. It's like they're the elements, right? So it's like fire relating, like fire element in dragons, and then there's dragons and like water element, and then there's earth, there's air, so I feel like there's this big elemental vibe to it. I mean, which makes sense, because like this is on the back of everything too. It's on the back of the book, it's on the back of the box, it's on the back of this, it's on the back of everything. So there is this, yeah, definitely like dragon energy, dragon priestess type energy going on here. And I don't know anything about these priestesses, but like dragon spirits reincarnated in the form of a priestess. That was the vision I got on this. Okay. Big into that. Yes. Big yes. That's what it felt like. Like the way that I was seeing it was basically, when I had this, I didn't know if it was for me or for the collective, which often happens because like life is weird. But it was me dressed in this very like light, kind of sort of sheer-ish like clothing. It reminded me of in Aladdin, Princess Jasmine, when she's like under the spell or whatever, and she's not wearing the blue that she normally was. It was all like red and gold. Like, I essentially was seeing that in front. That's like what I was looking at, was basically that with like red and gold, and that like flowy material where it like connects at the wrist or connects at the shoulder, and then it's open the rest of the way. So you have more like movement with the body, but you're still like connected. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was that. And as she was doing this, like what I also would consider like the qigong and like stuff like that, like the movements were very specific, and that had to do like with the dragon itself. So you could see the dragon, which also mimicked her colors behind her, and was in like the way in which she was moving the energy also had to do with the way the dragon behind her was like its own entity, like moving in tandem. So like these two separate entities, she does her thing and he does his thing, because I felt like the dragon was more like male. And then those two things almost like combine. It's like combining powers together. So it was like they had the same like something connecting them, because that's the same energy, but the way they worked with it was different, yet it had similarities where they worked in tandem together. So it was a lot of like, and then hand up and behind, and also again like the movements. Yes, and it reminds me of the fucking. You remember those things? The fucking. Oh, I did read that. Yeah, Sparrow. Why are you doing that to me? Remember those things? The ribbon, like on the stick. Do you remember those?
Yes.
That's what I was feeling with like the clothing and the way she was moving her hands and everything. Yes. And she would fucking. It's that type of movement. Yes, that's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm picking up on. So it's just very much like controlling that energy, but very specifically the energy for this high priestess, for this dragon energy, was fire. Fire was super important here. So it was a lot about
just so you know, she's always reading
classic.
This is you. This whole dragon priestess, that is you.
It also was like the energy itself, like the main like the core like purpose and concept or whatever, was about purifying something. So it was purification. That was like the purpose behind the energy, or like that dragon or that priestess is like specialty, or like that topic they were well versed in was about purification. So Yeah, like lots of that. So if you find yourself kind of naturally drawn to certain like movements, Qigong is another one that makes me think of this as well. So also anyone with water in their chart, you might also have fire in your chart. So that's basically like what I was seeing, and I remember having this a long time ago, this channeling. I have no idea when it was, but it was a hot minute ago. So that's coming back now for like the water signs. So I just feel that energy. Find some sort of something that allows you to move your body in a very like fluid type of way where you can kind of like play with energy and like do these things. So I think it'll be really healing for you, because that's just basically what I was seeing. Commanding, like being a part of that energy is one thing, feeling that energy is another thing. Commanding that energy, High Priestess energy, if I've ever fucking seen it in my life. Yes, absolutely. The purple flame. Yes. You know what? You seeing that made me want to do it too. It reminded me of the violet flame, like energy, like the purification of it. And that's why I was like, oh my God, I have to do that too. It's such a good idea. So anyways, the violet flame to cleanse and purify. So it makes sense actually that you would bring that up. So there's that. So now I want to go through and find the card that I was originally seeing, because it's not just dragons, but the water dragon specifically came through as sea serpents or like serpent energy, not necessarily dragon, which is of course different. And I know this deck has, this is the dragon card by the way in this deck, which is fucking beautiful. I'm obsessed with it personally, but a green dragon, I think everyone's is different. So I think that it's like the red was really focusing on the fire, so the element, so green might be the earth, it might be more element of earth. But this deck has a sea serpent card, and that's what I want to find. Because that's what I was seeing. It was more serpent energy, but still connected to the dragon stuff. So that's what I want to see. If this is on the top, I'll lose my mind. Oh, there it is. Almost. Sea serpent. And look, it looks like an eye in the center.
Sea serpent.
Sea serpent. So.
Yesterday, the bracelet I gave you said it was a sea serpent. I said it was a dragon.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, it's basically the same thing.
It looks like a fucking eye in the center, and I love it so much. Okay, so that's what the card looks like. I want to read it to y'all because the definitions in this deck are really unique, and a lot of times these like, so this element at the top, instead of being like the 4 elements, this one's meant to be more like magical, ethereal, what have you, right? So we're gonna read that first and foremost, and then we'll, oh, it's spirit is what it's called for the circle. Okay. Sea serpent. Oh my God, look what's on the page behind it too, is another giant eye. So this is the theme right now. All-seeing eyes, eyes in general, evil eye, even anything with the eye. Because dragon eye, dragon eye, dragon eye. And then on the back of the page, giant eye. So all-seeing, spiritual, anything and everything falls into this category for me. But sea serpent right here, okay? Sea serpent, healing emotional wounds and expressing your desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy, like I was saying, like playing with that, right? Direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame, okay? We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. This gives me big like Kundalini vibes too. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, which reminds me a lot of like the air sign stuff that we did, right? The 6 of Swords there. The sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. And then it says here, the sea serpent connects to the 2nd chakra, okay? 3rd eye, yes. The subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the, I think 2nd would be sacral. Located deep within the pelvic bowl, this chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. The actual name for this, which I'm not going to do and butcher, technically means in her own abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or Kundalini herself.
Why can't we worry about her?
I know, I'm like, guys, can you, what's going on over here? Jesus Christ. No, definitely not now. We'll never stop if that's the case now. Okay, so I'm going to pull some of these, and I'm also going to pull from my past life deck, because I think these are connected, especially because of the Dragon Priestess thing. So, that's what we're going to do for water signs. We're going to see what comes out here. I don't feel like tarot's appropriate here. I just don't. It's not going to hit the same as everything else. It's not, okay? Not you pulling up the thing to just keeping it in there. I cannot. Look! The other Jace said, I'm excited. You're over here like, classic.
Oh, the other Jace is still here. We love that.
Yes.
Sparrow Beard B. We'll miss you.
We'll miss you immensely. Not the black egg. Classic. Black egg's above the throat chakra. I can't wait. And by that I mean I can. Okay.
Oh no, you actually, you shouldn't. You should be excited.
Oh my god, you're making my fucking left eye twitch. The energy is coursing off of the chair. I'm like, listen, make your bubble over there. Holy shit. As soon as you got close to me, I literally felt my eye fucking... Okay, anyways. I hope this is the most entertaining live that you guys have ever witnessed in your life.
If we don't start a podcast at this point.
And no Jordan today. No Jordan in the live today. Oh look, I split the deck. Dragon. I feel like water signs also, you have to use your hands more in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what that fucking means, but you have to use your hands more. I definitely think this gives ode to, hand chakras and, the energy within your hands and how energy is always moving through. My hands are hot as fuck now that I'm talking about this. Yeah, I remember Reiki hands are, activated now. You guys might definitely have healing abilities for sure. You gotta do something with that. Get that energy moving because I think you guys definitely are going to... You guys definitely have energy of healers or there's healing involving water, shocking enough. Healing in water, around water, by water, something. I think you guys really are connected to the elements, and so using your element to heal, to bring forth energy, to manipulate energy is really fucking important. Really important. Oh my god. Bat.
Of course it's the bat. The amount of birth, rebirth as well. All of a sudden it's a spicy reading?
Oh, definitely not.
No, I know. I'm just like this voice. I have multiple tabs open.
We're gonna pass out at 17 after all of this.
You guys are definitely so odd. That's way too many. You guys, I feel like water signs have the capability to connect on such a profound level and to do healing that literally other people wish they were capable of, but there's either not a recognition, a resistance, a closing off, a shutting down, a no thank you type of energy. And honestly, I think as soon as you guys open up to it, it's going to provide a lot of just healing and joy and fun and all these things to your life. That's where I go all the time to let go and energy. Yes, absolutely. Healing by the water. But I feel like you guys know that this is supposed to be a part of your life at some point, but you're just faking it right now. Like, you're just, like, pretending that it's not. Just, like, putting on a face, like, just a mask or whatever. Like, I feel like those, like the masquerade, like, those things, like, you're putting on a mask, but it's like, you really know the truth, though. Like, you understand the truth. Mm-hmm. You know that. Like, you know what you're supposed to do, or you know you have these abilities, you know you have this otherworldly connection, like, you know, especially with the Pisces, if you guys have Pisces in your chart, you know that you're meant for so much more, and you're just putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and not actually, like, leaning into it. Like, you're just not, for whatever reason. And I think that it's only a matter of time. Like, I think that there's a sense of, like, if you open up, it's going to be this, like, rushing in, but I don't think it's going to be like that. I think that's maybe what the fear is of, like, if I open up to this, can I handle this? Will it be what I want? Will I pick up on things I don't want to? Will I be able to turn it off? Like, there's a sense of, like, will I be in control if I open up to this? And the answer is, yeah, definitely. You will be in control. I think that you guys just have to literally let go, release, and surrender to it and allow it to come to life in the way that it's meant to. But you can't overthink it. You can't overthink it. You can't. Because you're creating it to be something else in your mind that it's not. So, listen. Here's a dealio. Oy vey. Okay. First and foremost, I do not take these reversed, because to me it's like the energy is the energy. There's no point to take it in reverse. But, so we got Bat is the first one, okay? And relax. This is the first one. Full moon in the background, okay? I think there's something definitely about all these feminine energies, the moon, the water. Use it. Use it to your advantage. Use it for healing, okay? But very specifically, how the Bat is going to be about, I'm going to read to you guys a couple of them out of the book, because they're all very unique, like, definitions and descriptions and whatnot. But the Bat, for me, is about using your other senses. Right? Sonar? Is that the Bat thing? Is that sonar?
No, that's something different, but you said that last time too.
Did I?
Yeah.
What's the Bat thing?
Echolocation. This happened exactly a week ago.
Wild. Okay, so the way that bats navigate is reminding me similarly to how we pick up on energies and we kind of follow these like cosmic breadcrumbs, right? We don't exactly know the direction. We don't exactly have all the details, but for water signs, you guys aren't meant to know these nitty gritty pieces. It's relevant. You don't need it. It's more about go into into your sacral, like go into your body. Like, how do you feel about these things? You need to use your what's that called? Extra sensory things. You need to use more of like your psychic senses to move into different areas of your life or to just move through life as a whole. You need to use those types of things, not so much to use like your, like logical, analytical, like I don't feel like you guys are meant to do that. Like I feel like you guys probably have like claircognizance, which is a sense of just knowing shit. Like you're like, I don't know where I know that, but I just know it. So, which makes sense because again, leaving the logical and more ego type of 3D matrix style way of doing that in the past, but just knowing that the info that comes to you, you don't need to fact check it. Know that it has truth behind it. It doesn't have to be 1000% the truth every single time, but you get this little tiny piece and you're like, this makes sense, right? And then you Google it, you ask a friend, you talk about it, whatever. And as you're moving through that, as you're feeling into it, you go, oh, actually that relates to this and that relates to that. Similar to what I would call a rabbit hole. And then you kind of, Alice in Wonderland style fall down the rabbit hole. But trust all of your other extrasensory perceptions. Trust that knowingness. Trust that gut feeling. Trust these, again, more like psychic senses. That's where I think your attention should be going. Hence why I think healing in some degree is going to be a part of your life. Whether you're doing it just for you, whether you're doing it for other people, whether you're making a business out of it, whether you're not. You have those abilities. It's just about if you want to lean into them. But no matter what the pace is that you want to go at, no matter how much you want to lean into it, no matter how much energy you want to put behind it, know that it's like lying dormant, like just lie in wait for you. Like it's just When you want to grab it, it's there. It's going to be there. And I think that you can't put your mind into this as much. You have to feel it. Like, it's like, you'll know when you're ready. You'll know when you're good. You'll know when you've hit that point. Like, there's no, like, I wonder if XYZ, or maybe I can do this, or maybe at this point, or maybe at that point. No, you'll know. You'll know immediately. It reminds me of, like, when every person that I've attuned, I've just known immediately. Every time. I don't have to think about it. I don't plan a date. I don't set a date. I don't do this whole piecing thing ahead of time. I just know when the time is right, and then I act accordingly when it happens. I don't have to plan it out and put it in my calendar and be at this time on this day and blah, blah, blah in this type of way. Doesn't matter. Like, when I've attuned anyone, that energy, I can feel it within my body to go, like, I'm ready, and I know my student's ready. I don't have to lean into it anything other than that. It's, I know the time is right now, and I'm going to act on it now. So that's what I feel like you guys have to wait for, is that in the moment, the present moment, like being with your gut reactions and your sacral, and as soon as it comes to you, you'll know. You guys will know. I think if claircognizance doesn't resonate with you, clairsentience also, that's the gut feeling, which is like our second brain, right? That's knowing. That's that innate, like, psychic knowing connected between gut and mind, or in crown, right? So I really feel like you guys got to lean into that stuff more, and that'll help you be in the present moment. It'll help you make decisions. It'll help you to not so much worry about when or if or whatever, but you'll just know when the time is right for you to move forward on whatever this journey is for you, because it's going to be different for every single person, right? Clairsentient, yes, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of my stuff started out as clairsentient, and then we kind of moved to, like, claircognizance, where then I started to just, it's like, that's where you come in with the channeling. That's where you just start just cycling in this information, just pulling it in, you know what I mean? The gut feelings before you know, right? Or it's a sense of, like, I think I told the story before, but my mom and my grandmother were headed to a casino years and years ago, and it was like for some sort of birthday or something, and my mom was like, I don't feel like we should get on the bus, and my grandmother was like, well, what do you mean, why? And then they caught the next bus instead, right? They get there, or it was something like that, where it got delayed. There was like a time delay. And when they finally reached the casino, later than they originally were supposed to, they were told that the casino just got literally shut up and that people died. And so if they had not listened to that, if spirit didn't intervene, like, do you know what I'm saying? If you didn't listen to that gut feeling, it could have been them. It's the same exact thing. You guys have that ability like no one else. You guys could be sitting there teaching other people about how to tap into that. And I think you have to have more confidence and more faith in your abilities, because I don't think you do that enough. And until you actually fully embrace it and have that conscious thought of, this is me, this is what I do, this is what I'm doing, this is it, like, until you have that full body yes, this stuff isn't going to come through. Like, I think spirit really needs to know, like, I want this, I'm serious about it, yes, I'm committed, yes, this is a conscious choice, I want it. Feeling that in the sacral, this is for me, this feels good, it's a full body yes, then it'll come through. It's never going to be before you're ready, okay? So, that, the very first one. Second one is oyster. Oyster, to me, is giving that feeling I talked about, which is closed off. That's what I feel like. What's inside of an oyster? A pearl, right? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. Inside of this, when you open it up, when you open yourself up, that pearl, I feel like, represents, like, the heart chakra. Like, I feel like you guys are going to open up this oyster. You're going to, like, let down your walls and kind of let down, like, your defenses. And you're just almost going to kind of, like, sprout and, like, come to life in that way. But he didn't listen and got into an accident. This is what I'm saying. You got to listen to those gut feelings. And for those of us who are really connected, who do understand this, especially those with you know, water in your chart, you get that immediate, like, real quick yes or no. You have to pay attention, because sometimes it's so quick you can miss it if you don't pay attention. So anyways, this energy for me is like, there's this energy lying in wait around you in this more psychic type of way. You may not be able to see it, totally understand it, or anyways use your, like, logical mind to grasp it, but it's like it sits and waits at the outskirts, because this is about using those other perceptions, those other senses, and oyster is about being kind of, like, locked away. So I feel like it's honestly, like, spirit, like, around the outskirts of your energy, trying to, like, not to be like, hey, we're trying to get in there. We're finna get in there. One way or another, whether you like it or not, okay? And then beyond that, the cards that came out here, the next one was Peacock. And so this is all, to me, about masks. It's about ego. It's about pretending. It's about putting on a face, right? It's about the outside and not the inside. And that kind of goes hand in hand with this, is like, You may be oyster on the inside, right? You may be holed up, hiding something. You may have this line dormant within you, if only it could be opened up and expressed fully, like the sea serpent, right? If you open up and express your desires and you express your creativity, no shame, no guilt, no dirty, grimy feelings associated with that, and you just open up fully and express yourself authentically, instead of pretending, you open up slowly, which is the turtle, very slowly. Also, water element, classic, okay? Turtle, slow, gentle, kind. It's this, like, gentle understanding of, like, I think what you are and who you are and what you're capable of. Like I said, it comes in this very soothing, like cradling, loving, like you almost have like a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this gentle presentation of what is to come and what you're capable of. Can't stop rocking. Yes, because you're trying to move that energy through. That's why I do that a lot, or I'll rock, or I'll like gyrate, or I'll move. It's your body's way of getting that out. But the turtle, to me, is definitely slow, take your time, gentle, moves very like fluidly with the water. Turtle also for me is giving a lot of like wisdom, like very specifically like ancient wisdom with turtle, because turtles live so long. Like you think about like fucking Finding Nemo, that turtle that just fucking knows shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is that ancient wisdom. So I feel like you guys are connected in a way that you never dreamed was possible for you, being like, oh, that'd be cool if I could do this, that'd be cool if I could blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like you have that within you. You just have to accept that that's who you are, and it will be that way. I don't know if you guys just genuinely don't want it, if it's a control thing, I don't know what it is, but y'all just being resistant to it's not going to help. Flow with the water, not against it, okay? Next came out here is going to be Fire Ant. This is like agitation. So I feel like you guys that's the resistance coming in, right? You guys are meant to do some shit that I think that you're just going to complain about it the whole time, and that's fine for some of you. Some of you, I think you'll take it and you'll run with it and it'll be nice and you'll be like, cool, I'm flowing. But some of you, it's like you don't want this outcome. Like you don't want this life. You don't want this path. You don't want this thing. And I hate to break it to you, but that's just how it is for you. It's just going to be how it is. You guys literally have so many beautiful gifts, especially in the realm of healing, that I think you got to do something with it. And I think at some point, maybe in a couple days, maybe a couple months, maybe a couple years, you're going to slowly let that in. And that all you need is that tiny, tiny, tiny little crack, that little fissure in the material for water to just fucking, come right through. And water for me is also, did we talk about water holding memories? Didn't we talk about that?
What?
Did we talk about that? Water holding memories or water holding something?
Yes.
It was us, right? Yes. That's what I'm getting a lot too. And that's why I think, yes. So that's what I feel like, that imagery is like this, like I'm seeing like almost like a windshield. Like if you had like glass like underwater, all you need is that tiny little teensy baby crack. And as soon as that fucking happens, water rushes in. There's no way you can't hold the pressure of that. But not in a dense way, but you can't hold the pressure of what literally you're meant to be. It's almost like you can't deny your destiny. It just has to happen that way. Hence the turtle, that wisdom, and then the agitation, the pressure. I feel like it's going to build, it's going to build, it's going to build, it's going to build, and then there's no way that you can deny it any longer. Y'all are just going to have to accept it. You're going to have to dive in. You're not going to be able to dip your toe in. So it's like, sure, yeah, take your time. But when it comes through, the more you resist it, the more difficult it's going to be for you to surrender, okay? And Shark is one of the other cards that came out. Shark for me, along with this Fire Ant, is not only the agitation, but it's a little bit of nervousness for me. Because I think shark, like you're smelling something in the water, you're trying to find something. Do you know what I mean? So you could be trying to like find a way that's not going to work, find a reason why, find these excuses or reasons or justifications as to why you can't do it. You just got to do it. You just got to do the thing. That's it. And maybe some of this is not as big for some of y'all, but like just going back to the sea serpent, it's just about what is your fullest expression and why aren't you expressing it? What is your fullest, truest, authentic expression? Be that, do that, go out and grab that. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. In my personal opinion, go do it, go be it, be about it, whatever. Some of you guys will take your time, and that's fine. We all have our own path, but I think that the more you push this off, again, it's that little crack. And that little crack in the glass or the windshield or whatever, that little bit of pressure might be someone saying something that just clarifies something for you, right? And that little thing gets you thinking, and then you're thinking about it for a couple of days, and you're like, it's really weird, or wow, it's like the fifth person who's told me to do this, or that's like the fifth person who's said XYZ to me. Like, you're just going to start seeing those little tiny things pile in, right? Is it just with hands? No, healing could be anything. I'm just saying hands because my Reiki hands are on fire right now, and we have very specifically chakras in our hands and in the feet, among the regular, 7. There's plenty more than that, but we're not going to go into that. I'm a tarot reader currently, but I've been slacking on the job. Yeah, it doesn't have to be hands, but it makes sense because if you're a tarot reader and you're using cards and you're shuffling with your hands, you're bringing energy through and you're bringing healing through with your hands, realistically. So it's like the same exact thing, right? Cracking open the heart, right?
The egg.
Mm-hmm. And also the cracking open of the oyster.
Yes.
The pearl on the inside, right? Last but not least, I'm going to leave you guys with probably this. I wanted to get into the past life one, but I'll be here forever because water signs is like a whole event every fucking time I go on live. But last but not least is the tiger, which basically is like the high priestess in this deck. Okay? So this for me is not only just the high priestess energy, bringing in full circle with like the dragon priestess. This lies in the background, lurking there in the background, lying dormant. Imagining this, a tiger, the predator, stalking its prey. I feel like this is spirit waiting for you to give the go, waiting for your prey to think about running. Do you know what I'm saying? And then spirit comes in and goes, not today. Not right here, partner. That's been the theme. Also, this card is very specifically about dreams. Okay? So the ones that I feel the most that I need to read for you guys is going to be bat first, turtle, tiger. These are going to be the ones that we're focusing on. Fuck the rest. Okay? Channeling tigers, yes, and this is confirmation for you. Bat, turtle, tiger, these are the ones that we're reading. Okay? Lots of probably psychic dreams, so that's the claircognizance and clairvoyance too for water signs, right? All right, that first. Let's do that. Might be down here more so. Yep.
Goddamn.
What? Oh, okay. Anyways, hold that in.
See it.
In the chat.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. Wow. Love that for me. All right. Bat. Darkness, letting go. Death leading to rebirth. Not again. What is this, like the 4th or 5th fucking reference of this? Insane. Okay.
A lot of death and rebirth. Honestly,
The dreams need to tone it down. Dude, I'm with you.
I'm ready to die. And
Absolutely
rebirth.
not. Anyways, so bat. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. Here we go again.
Oh, great.
In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. It says in here, when this energy is in balance, that it is it adapts, adjusts, etc. When out of balance, it is refusing to let go and a lot of reminiscing. And I'm so glad that you're vibing. It says to bring into balance, go watch the sunrise. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Stop.
I'm so serious.
Jay's being vindicated.
So serious. Yup. Anyways, next card, by the way, turtle. We're gonna read this bad boy. Turtle. Here we go. Turtle. Okay. Ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It's wonderful, y'all.
Sorry.
It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. As I was saying, right? When in balance, it is peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When it's out of balance, it slows down to a complete halt, apparently. And then to bring this into balance, time for an adventure, it says. Okay? So there's that one. And now we're going to read Tiger. And then I will leave you guys with that. What's interesting, too, is that Tiger in this deck is actually the fire element. Which, for me, seems... Scorpion is also in fire.
Yeah.
Panther, also fire.
That's surprising to me.
Tarantula, fire.
Yep. More poison.
Camel, fire.
No way.
Mhm.
That's not water?
Nope.
Earth.
Gazelle is also fire. Holy shit,
That
yo.
also makes sense to me.
Fire and water, see? Guilty as charged. Okay. Oh, I forgot this was in here.
Oh, I love it when this happens.
I'm gonna hold this one up for y'all, okay? Tiger, listen. The first thing, lunar force, ease in the darkness, and feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour. And the tiger takes advantage of these boons, I think that says. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. Last but not least, when in balance, they are passionate, strong, and sensual. When they are out of balance, overstimulation. And to bring into balance, candle gazing, which is very interesting. Very interesting, right? So, on that note, I would love to pull past life cards for y'all, but I'll be here forever, and I can't do that. And I just know that I do love you. I just can't do that today.
I think nearly 3 hours is...
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It'll be okay for a week.
Anyways, I love y'all. Thank you very much. You're so welcome anytime. You're amazing. Thank you very much.
Come back next week for the merch launch.
Relax. Don't listen to Jace. We need more time than that.
We don't.
Also, thank you, other Jace, who says that this was awesome and they very much enjoyed this. So
Please stay other Jace. We need more of us
yes,
in
we
the
need
world.
another Jace.
All
clearly.
the Jaces are great. All the Capricorns are great.
Are you a Capricorn, other Jace?
Are you a Capricorn? Because that would be amazing.
I don't feel like they
No,
are,
I
but
don't
we'll
think
see.
so either, but...
You the best. Thank you. You the best. I appreciate you. Yeah, I will be back next Sunday like I normally am. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. If something comes up, I always try to put it in my story. See, look at that. I can't say it. So, I was like, definitely not Capricorn. I try to put it up on my story on TikTok or on Instagram if things are going to change. So if you do not follow me on Instagram and you want to make sure that you don't miss a live, then I highly recommend going to follow me on Instagram so you can see when things change and when I'm, moving around my schedule and such, right? So that way you can be here to hang out. So, I love y'all. You have all my love. And I will be on next week. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. Do the healing. I hope this helped you guys and gave you something for the rest of the week that helps you move through it. So, I love y'all. Enjoy the new moon also. And I will see you guys next week. Mwah.